Yo!
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 Oh wait, should have we started? Just opened up Tabletop Simulator first. Oh well, hi. Fantastic.
Let's see how it goes.
So, I would like just to open up with recaps.
Oh, who wants to do that one? Normally I would do it, but as CC was saying, I'm running on cantrips at the moment. I'm sitting here like, when we last left off in Adventures in the New World, we had gotten our hands on what appears to be a greater wish by some clever investigations.
And we rode the rode the centipede. It was big.
Yes.
It's the Alaskan the Alaskan bullworm. That's funny.
So,
We had started traveling back to the checkpoint town, halfway back to landfall, and there was the giant flaming centipede monster that was attacking the town in a panic. And we managed to chase it away and put out the fires, and then we were investigating the basement of what we found out was a more or less like the equivalent of a vet's office a long time ago. Where conveniently they had a scroll of greater wish just on hand.
Yeah,
That's pretty normal for a vet's office.
And we completely forgot to discuss it over the past 2 weeks.
hooray!
You know what it actually reminds me of? Especially because my chat right now is latching onto someone saying brains and thinking that someone's a zombie. It's funny, when you think about all of these different zombie apocalypse stories where it's always the vet that they have for medical experience. It's never a surgeon or a doctor, it's always a veterinarian.
To be fair, they'd be the first ones to go.
Well, if you think about it, if you really think about it for a second, a veterinarian is basically just like a regular doctor, except they have to work without anesthetics and avoid their patients biting them all the time.
Oh shit.
In addition to that, vets solve all the problems as opposed to passing off to a specialist, which is normal in the medical field, as well as, so they're very, very eccentrically cross-trained on all the different disciplines, whereas if you have, the classic, we need a doctor, I'm an ear, nose, throat specialist. We're having a heart attack. Well, I can make sure that their airways are clear,
Look, all I'm saying is I can't wait for the zombie apocalypse movie where the only person they have for a doctor is someone who runs a homeopathy store.
Everybody dies.
Oh no, we're sick.
Right.
Oh man, that sucks. Here, take the JO crystal.
But I will say that this was not not just they had a scroll of wish. This is something that had been built up for a couple months now.
Yes.
It was.
Yeah, it had been built up to. It didn't just come out of nowhere. It was just funny that we
totally
found it in the vet's office.
He's here to mark the note that there's another ancient building. So you're saying, GD?
I just wanted to do that joke of the classic joke, but I forgot which doctorate it is specifically that it's usually used, but it isn't like an actual doctor, but like doctor of spaceology or something. I don't know.
Doctorate of business accounting or something.
Yeah.
But yes,
I'm a doctor. Doctor of business.
You are now in the basement of a musty, what is in the current era, a mycelium, a mushroom farm. And people are filtering. This has all happened vaguely behind closed doors because you have a lot of people have been hunkering down here for the fire. Some of which are staying down here, and some of which are going out to be built. And you have been in a back room that many people didn't even know about. And well, some people are starting to investigate where other heroes came from because they want to know. I believe.
Yeah, we also did just blast down a wall of their mushroom
did,
farm
yeah.
without telling anyone or asking permission.
Yep. That is exactly what happened.
Wait,
It was
wait,
an accident.
Wait, no, we didn't blast it open. I think we properly opened.
No, we used your explosives.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did a shape charge.
I completely forgot that detail.
Ah, yeah, that's the tinnitus.
How could you
Working out your
forget?
brain.
You blew something up.
Yeah, but I
Look,
blew
blowing
it up
something up
carefully.
for you blowing something up is a big deal. Flicker does it like 6 times a day.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Flicker makes cereal. Boom!
Five out of those 6 ones are unintentional.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sova,
Yes.
you, I believe, were staying a little bit back during the whole shenanigans with trying to translate the scroll.
I think the wish scroll is in Soba's sword hilt now.
It
I think that's where we
is.
put it.
But you were closer to the entrance, I believe. Hence, someone is going to
Yes.
come up to you and be like, is everything okay back there?
Is this a Gripply?
This is a human.
He puts his
It's fine.
Rodolak puts
No,
his hands
I-
behind his back and he's like, quick, someone make up an excuse.
Soba's going to turn and be like, Soba and friends found big room.
Oh, really?
Kind of smelly. Might want to go back. Someone farted long ago and it not gone anywhere. Oh.
Yes, we also found there are things of great archaeological fascination here. We're trying to pore over some of the hieroglyphs and the like in this section. But we'll need a minute. We'll be out momentarily. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
There is fossilized dead bird in corner. Do not. It's smelly. Do not.
I'm just glad that we found some fossils. Last I heard, they were getting kind of antsy over in the town, but I've been staying here for a little while now. Alright, well, I'll leave you guys to it. We were gonna make some food upstairs in your honor, make a little bit of a dinner party. It's not really a party, half the town's burned. Look, it's kind of a party in your honor because you helped us, but we only have so much, so it's not gonna be... I'll come back. I'll let you have it. I'll come back later, okay? He turns and begins walking away, but not before very... He thinks he's subtle when he peers into the room to try to look around. He's not, but he thinks he's being subtle.
Rodolak
Can
kind
Soba
of...
just grab a chunk of because we blew the wall open, right? Did the wall come off its hinges, or because I'm assuming this was a door at one point, right?
Yeah, it was a hidden door. It was a door that had been plastered over.
Can Soba just grab the door and just fucking wrench it back into place so they can't look?
You can prop it up, but did they get blasted?
Yeah, no, she's just gonna do that. Just kind of look at him and just kind of slide it across the same way someone would a rice paper thing, but it's this massive slab of rock.
Nice.
I lean around it as you're doing that and just wave to the guy.
Do the whole "I'm looking at you" gesture. All right. And now the infamous question, of course: what do you do?
Well, we were going to we agreed that we were going to try and start heading back to the main area and then discuss what we wanted to go from there. Right?
Yeah, we also talked about saving the scroll until we knew
We're not gonna have a discussion.
until we knew some things one, what the fog is, 2, whether the fog can cure a Muselstras or whatever, a Museltaz.
Yes.
I think the capital? Because there's like multiple targets of wishes here. We could either get rid of the fog, cure Museltaz, or kill all the birds.
I don't think we need to kill all the birds.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, Sobo would do that
but
herself
it is
anyway.
a option.
I mean, Sobo would rather do it herself.
Oh, Bucket raises a really good point. Vets also have to figure out what's wrong with their patients without being able to ask them how they feel.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a really good point. Sorry. So, anyways.
Oh, it's a good point.
So, you are currently in the mycelium. And you know me, I want a little bit of granularity. How do you walk out of there?
Cough.
CC walks up and the chair just follows.
Alright. When you get outside, CC, I believe your bugs are still on autopilot. Are they not?
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
She had her bugs helping out with searching for, survivors.
Yes. You were able to see that they have been doing very good work. And much of the town, a good chunk of the town was burned, but it appears as though everyone was able to get to a safe location in time. There were some scrapes and scuffs from the actual centipede itself, but by and large, things are well calming down. All the fire is under control, and in a bit of a comical twist, some people are grilling hot dogs on the embers. The guy from before comes up and waves you over.
I head over.
We're making the best of this.
So Steven.
Yeah, come on up.
Well, you do have a free fire.
Yeah. Looks like we lost some of the service buildings. The wood mill is going to be completely scrapped. But none of the residential stuff is really even needs to be replaced, just some roofing. Thank you so much for your help. We couldn't have done it without you.
Ooh, since it has to be replaced completely anyway, this is up to you, Jade. But it feels like something that's up Flicker's alley. He just casually pulls out a blueprint for a version 2 sawmill, a better sawmill.
He'll take it and scratch his head. He's not exactly going to understand, blueprints. He just knows which side of the saw is able to cut things. Oh, I'll show this to the foreman. Thanks.
It should improve wood production by quite a bit.
Oh, nice. Well, you've done so much for us. You sure? I mean, if you need this, you don't have to give it to us.
Oh, it came out of my head. I got more than that. I just need some more paper.
Oh, well, if you say so. Thank you. All of you. You're wonderful.
The village just got a random event. They got a free upgrade.
Oh, damn.
Here, have some sausages.
Oh, well, thank you.
They're just simple, brats or whatever.
Yeah. I'm not a vegetarian.
Yeah, I dig in.
So how long you guys gonna be?
The same.
How long you guys gonna be in town for?
Oh,
We were planning on for the night, and that was it.
Oh, all right. Well, most people are gonna be intense for the night, but I heard you guys carved out a new room in the mycelium. Is that right?
Well, the room was already there. We just found the door and forced it open.
There's already a door there. Huh. Interesting.
Probably old room, old floor plan. Not needed.
Yeah, some things around here seem super, super old. I don't think they Ripley built these buildings.
I like the
We
idea
found
that
some historic record that would indicate that they didn't.
Yeah? Huh.
And why would they leave? They're nice buildings.
Oh. They are nice.
I think they prefer their trees.
Yeah, I get a bit of scared of all them heights, but I still run the trade routes here and there. I'm headed back to town in the morning if you guys wanted to come with, get some more supplies. I'm not gonna stay there for too long though. It's I'm just not gonna. Yeah. Anyways, I'll head out in the morning with you.
Yeah, that works for us.
Yeah, we'd be glad for the company.
All right. Well, you can either pitch a tent or you can stay in that new room. I wish I could offer you a hotel, but not today. Looks like.
Soba would want to stay in the room because it looks cool and she's curious.
Mm-hmm. There's not much more to discover in the room unless you want to, sift through reading those books extensively. But I mean,
I probably would.
Yeah. And,
someone read books to Soba.
And if you do, there isn't really any new information. It really is logs, and it can more or less, if anything, it'll confirm some of the information that you've already had.
I'm imagining because it's a mycelium, it's probably decently cold. So that's more or less the reason why Soba would actually want to be there. Because remember, she's a fucking mountain giant. It's cold as shit, or mountain Goliath.
Yeah.
I feel like Cece has an idea in her head that she's had mulling around for a little bit, so I think she's starting to blueprint it tonight while we're camped out.
And that is?
And I just realized what this music makes me think
Hi,
of.
remember the train thing that I talked about before?
Yeah?
Oh god.
Cece's starting to plan a train thing.
Fantastic. Hooray, infrastructure.
Hooray!
Yay, non-crumbling infrastructure. Yay.
Yay.
Also, I just realized what this music makes me think of. Weirdly enough, it makes me think of Fable.
Oh, I can hear that now that you say it. Yeah, no, that tracks. Some of the instrumentation. Yeah. That's interesting. Alright.
It's a good soundtrack, especially for whimsical places.
Well, night.
What place is more whimsical than a town that just burned down?
Oh man!
I don't know, man. This
That's
is
so
like
full of
this is like
whimsy.
tragic childhood corner. This is
Yeah.
whimsy. It's just the kind of whimsy that you normally associate with less joyful things, like the meadow where Bambi's mom used to hang around.
Yeah, it's just a little bit more on the Brothers Grimm side of things, it's fine.
Used to hang around is such a good way of putting that.
And
Yes.
over here is the oven where Hansel and Gretel slept that one time.
Oh my god.
and where they got breakfast or lunch, depends.
I mean,
But
look,
they
I'm sure that witch was big enough that they had like a full day's meal out of that one. All right.
Oh, hey, look, guys! It's Show Tucker's front yard. Can't imagine anything bad happening over there.
Wait,
Oh man, hey, what's in that doghouse?
wait! I'm not familiar with this reference.
You're
It's
better
Full Metal
off.
Alchemist.
I just roughly
that
know about,
sound.
Yeah, it's a good sound.
I just roughly know about the basement. That's about it. I know the basement's
my
not a good
God.
time.
Oh hey, there's Aaron Yeager. I sure hope he doesn't grow up to do anything bad.
It's fine.
He's a
Hey,
here's
here's-
a nice lad.
I fell out of Attack on Titan with the first season, honestly.
Oh good, that's like the only good season. In the later seasons, he grows up to be an omnicidal fascist. Like actually, that's not me. That's not me editorializing.
Yeah, no,
no,
she's
that's
not.
that's
I
just
just-
actually it.
All
She's
of the tension in the story disappeared when they were like, hey, this character that just died, he didn't actually die and now he has superpowers.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like,
Although
oh
I do-
cool, I have no interest in this story at all anymore because nothing matters.
Yeah.
Although I do like the idea of they were sealed off on an.
Don't fucking.
Yeah,
Let's just move on because it's
Yeah,
it's very
anyways.
clear that the author wanted to write another story but couldn't fucking put down the one he already had. So let's just keep going and just forget it exists.
You're very lucky. Wait. That's what
Wait.
you were going for. No. I just like the quote unquote setting.
Mhm.
Like I like that idea a lot.
Anyways, so I just want to refill
Yay!
this.
Speaking of setting, here's something that's better than that anime. This thing I made.
True. So when morning breaks, you are welcome to board a small caravan. It's just 3 wagons. It's nothing terribly impressive. And unless anyone dissents, the wagon will start leading over towards Lonfell.
Sounds good.
Will you be doing
So
anything before entering the city, or are you just going to enter the city with the caravan?
I was about to say, after walking all this time, Soba sits on the caravan, gets comfy,
Mm-hmm.
and then immediately
Deserve
Soba
it.
gets
First
sleepy
thing in
on
the
cart
morning, he
rides.
falls asleep
Yeah.
in the cart.
I thought you were supposed to be the one dragging our cart.
No, because we're in a caravan, aren't we?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're riding along
Yeah,
with the
that's right.
caravan. We don't have our own
Yeah.
cart.
Yeah.
I thought we got a cart though.
No, we didn't. No.
Okay, then my brain is like lying to
Yeah,
me.
That
we're
was that was
just
a
riding
plan that we
along.
had,
We
but it would have
discussed
taken
it,
too
yeah,
long.
but we didn't end up doing it.
Okay. Okay, then I
Yeah.
completely misunderstood it because I could have sworn we did some work for a cart or something.
No. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
fucking Soba
riding
strikes me as the
along
kind of
for like double duty as caravan guards.
Okay.
yeah. Soba strikes me as the kind of person who gets sleepy on car rides.
Oh,
I need
giant big boat.
Yeah, I need to resize it. But the hyacinth is back.
Oh,
Hey.
That works.
They just a little bit. Just imagining
Little
the
bit more?
SpongeBob. A little bit more. A little bit more.
You're good. You're good.
good.
You're good.
You're good. You're good.
That was the first immediate. Too. By the way, can you give us permission so we can get our?
Oh, right, sorry.
in here?
So, on your way into town, there's an unmistakable hubbub.
a hullabaloo, if you will.
A hullabaloo, if you will, or even if you won't. You don't have any choice. It is. You know what? It's in the middle of the dock, but that's fine for now. Okay, say. I am going to... Yeah, so you guys will be right around here. Okay, I need to move this thing. Because this, the vanishing... You are also right around the time period of the vanishing cart.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, that's where I was doing. Now... Oh gosh, Silva's so big.
Soba big.
Soba in her true
You
form.
got your wish.
Soba spent the wish scroll last night.
Now nobody can stop Soba.
So, when you get to Knife Point, which of course is the place where you entered upon the city, there's a lot of people moving around, unpacking carts, and people welcome you in kindly, both your caravan and you guys specifically. Hey, we just got new supplies in. Guess who has coffee and tea? Just general cries from the merchants of excitement.
Mhm.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
All right.
taunting Kenny?
Hang on.
Uh-huh.
Before we get too deep into this,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
since we've gotten back into town,
mm-hmm.
and there's been like a lot of adjustments and stuff since then, I'm going to do my That's Odd.
Oh, I was going to force you to do it if you didn't do it in the next, 10 seconds.
I know.
And
I'm on it.
I just want to say hold on, I got a tangent this first. The tangent is part of the setup. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this. But you guys are very good at preempting my moves, and I love that. I love that about this group. the session, like I think a session and a half before I introduced, the small metal friend, that GD had messaged me like, yeah, we were talking about the game, like, yeah, I still have that weird gear in my inventory, and I was like, dang it, you guys must have, yep, you do. Anyway, Magus, can you describe what Caladron's sigil looks like?
Yes, let me pull out my annotated notes that I've been keeping track of exactly that, and not go directly to my DMs and search frantically.
That's the name, right? Yeah.
Caladram?
Caladram, okay.
Wait, no, like, hold on.
Blam.
The sigil, the sigil of the sigil of your past.
Calador?
That's the one.
Calador. Oh,
Maybe.
Geez. Let me actually look to see if I have that on file.
Sure. You see that sigil on some of the crates that are being unloaded. How does that make you
now
feel?
I need to ask you. I need to ask you, out of character.
Yeah.
Do I know this?
Yes, you would know
character.
this. I believe that you would know this. Unless you don't want, that's for some reason that's something you don't want to know. I believe that you would know this, and you would have some recognition of what it means.
Oh boy. I'm still level 5, right?
Yes, we'll be leveling up after this episode.
Okay.
There you go. There's the boat.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't think I had it written down of like his sigil specifically.
Okay. That is, you spy that on some of the crates, and I would like you to tell the party how that makes you feel and react.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to make a will save.
Okay.
Where did my die go? This is one of those times where the die is the die gonna betray me?
I think that's
I
fair.
mean, if you have to
Yes.
ask, the answer is yes.
I believe.
All the time.
It's time, folks, for big die.
Time
Big
for
dice.
Oh no.
That is not gonna play well.
I don't think there's. Okay, there we go. I was gonna.
What, were you worried that it was
I
out
was
of
getting
control?
concerned it wasn't going to
There
stop.
wasn't an upper limit.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh, physics is not like this. That is.
Oh. Did it throw some stuff? Oh,
Oh,
It's
no.
going off the
No.
side.
Maybe there is such thing as too big.
I think I can't tell. I think it might have. I can't tell what
You've
exactly.
gotta be kidding me!
Oh no!
Oh god. Okay, this is so big. It's actually lagging my fucking
Yeah,
my
Yeah,
fucking
no,
scene.
I'll get rid of it. I'll get rid of it.
Okay.
Same here.
I'll pull up a smaller die in the.
Oh yeah, and feel free to remove the clutter on your desks. I just that was just from.
Yeah, that's just me being a messy boy.
All right. For a minute, the Rodelac stares at the sigil, and his blood runs cold. His eyes go a little wide. He gives a tight swallow. It's enough for Soba to notice how Rodelac is reacting. As you said, is everything okay, Soba?
Yeah.
He responds, it's fine. I just would really like indoor plumbing. I have to go to the bathroom. I deception with 24. If anybody wants to
I'll
call
be
my
honest,
bluff.
I don't think Soba can beat that. Soba's just kind of looking off to the side, being like, why go bathroom indoors? That would make inside smell.
Not with proper plumbing.
Something
What
we
is
should
wrong
consider
with
starting to
hole?
work on.
What is wrong with hole in ground?
You gotta dig the hole. That's the problem.
But yeah, for the first time, Rodelac is not forthcoming about something.
No.
So yeah. Is it just for
What do you
her?
oppose with?
Say again?
What skill do you oppose deception? roll
That would
with?
be insight.
Yep.
Or your perception.
Okay, so I guess I'll give this a try. Got a +7. Nope.
Nah.
Flicker is just like, well, when you gotta go, you gotta go. That's his internal thought.
Shouldn't have drank so much on the bus.
Man, I had written out the mysteries.
Caravan.
There's some
Oh, nuts.
very nice bitter cocoa is offered to you.
Dang
Oh,
it,
is
I
it,
had written
is
out.
it unprocessed cocoa?
Mm-hmm.
I had written out the mysteries, and they got deleted when my computer crashed.
Oh heck. Oh well.
Dang.
I'm going to have the two mysteries right now because I'm immediately going to pivot.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to have one of one of the mysteries be about. I believe we had the. Oh God, I'm trying to remember what mysteries we had written down for it. I know, like one of them was like the weirdness of the portals and all that stuff. I think it was the person doing the Gripply experiment. I think that was one of them.
Yep.
There's
One of them-
also, technically speaking, the gear.
The other one that you had active was the mist.
Yeah, and the mysterious mist. I remember I put that on hold
Right.
for another one. I'd like to put the other one that I had swapped out with for like investigating all the stuff
Yeah.
for this.
Okay. All right. Does anybody? And
Which
yes,
right now I'm calling out of character. I'm calling it the sigil, but I'm DMing you what I'm actually calling it.
okay. And the rest of the party, yes. Chocolate was usually served as a bitter hot beverage rather than how we know it today.
Yep. Because this chocolate is actually super fucking bitter.
Mhm.
Sweet chocolate is a new thing.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like dark chocolate.
Yeah. I mean, I like white chocolate, so fucking...
Oh yeah, no, I'm a total sicko with you. We're together on this.
Yeah, yes, looking in the window.
I think I might have tried white chocolate, but not enough to like really have an opinion on it. In any case, I want to say that Flicker might not have never tried this kind of place, this kind of chocolate before. So, yeah, I guess he'll try it.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say it is good and well made, but bitter. How do you like it?
So he just like you see him like examining it, and he swirls it around a little bit. Then he does, and it's like a side profile shot of him like drinking it. Like he raises it up with his head, and immediately like his eyes, like his eyes pop up, pop wide, and somehow his mouth does recedes inward.
You pucker.
After
That's-
seeing
you
that,
were saying
Soba will
pucker.
take one. Soba will take one and just like have a sip and be like, "He's too sweet." She needs the extreme. She needs like a Carolina Reaper. It's like not spicy enough.
Yeah, but the Flicker, I'm pretty sure, is a lightweight.
What's up, Spring?
I feel like Cece probably tries it out too, and she'll have a sip, and there is a moment where she's almost certain she's going to gag, and like her cheeks puff up and everything.
Oh no.
Not a fan of bitter foods. Also, Not good at throwing away food, so she's going to just grit her teeth and stuff like down the whole thing eventually anyway.
Relatable though.
I hate how mean that is.
She will muscle her way through the whole thing.
Like,
Do you also say thanks? It's good.
What's that?
Do you also say thanks? It's good.
She'll say thank you, and then she appreciates it.
I'm just imagining in my head. Thank you.
If Flicker is asked that,
Kind of
like what he thinks, he just goes, "Yeah, I love it."
Cass just sort of looks at it, and then continues drinking.
Like, what?
You hear someone behind you.
May just take a palate more refined than mine, I think.
What is the point of food if still have taste buds afterwards?
What is the point of food if you're still alive afterwards?
Exactly. Food should fight back.
Oh, thank you.
When Cece is almost finished with hers, I offer her to get her another one.
I'm okay, thank you. Thank you very, very much for the thought, but I'm okay.
I gotta. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. If you offered it to me as well, I would have had to roll a willpower save to see if I can stomach lying and saying yes.
Let me grab a thing here as soon as it loads. Wait.
I think that I may need to pay a visit to the mayor again today, though, while we're here. Or I suppose technically the expedition office is, actually more in charge of what I do, or what I'm going to need.
Soba wants to visit Granny Biscuits and ask her a question.
Oh, Dogfish! Hello!
Oh, it's Dogfish! He's floating! He's ascending!
He's also big.
He has attained nirvana.
Large fish.
You guys left quite a stir back when we left. So,
I'm having trouble
Probably put
hearing
my
Jade.
person in there.
Yeah, even with
Yeah.
Discord volume maxed, it's hard to hear.
yeah, it's because me. Apparently, I'm on my travel mic. It's not a bad mic.
With an
It's
extremely good setup for it.
oh yeah. I forgot the part that connects the mic to the stand. So I have the mic. I have the stand. But my mic is currently sitting in a coffee cup surrounded with tissue paper to try just to hold it upright. It's basically an ideal mic setup. Is what I'm saying.
That's weird.
Professional mic setup right there.
It's a good mic. It's an AT2020.
Yeah, Magus, are you taking notes?
Am I taking notes?
Write that down. Write that down.
I'm sorry, what was the
Oh,
note that I
man.
had to take?
About Jade's mic setup because it's so good.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I just actually figured out that I had to. I had tech support tell me about what I need to do with my current setup. I need to get myself a fancy box to increase the volume on my computer, on my audio by like 15 decibels. It's ludicrous.
Ah,
They have a box specifically dedicated to doing that thing.
nice. The travel mic is
So
nice.
your
It's-
microphone is a cat?
Practically.
If it fits, it sits.
You guys left quite the ruckus here.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember doing anything.
What did we do? I thought we left normal.
Well, the goblins are camped out north of town. Most of the slaves are still with them. They know they're free, but they sort of set it up almost as a sister city as opposed to integrating, which I think is probably what you guys wanted. But They're not bothering us too much right now. You should probably talk to the mayor, though. Just...
Oh, that was our intention.
I'll be letting him know you're in town when I give my reports tonight, and let me just say that, you'll want to be there before sunset.
We'll probably see him before then.
Very good.
Oh, we're in trouble.
Not me, I'm good.
I'm
The
gonna
schoolmaster
perception on
wants to
that
talk
one.
to us, so no.
I'd like to perception in pairing with the new investigation that I have going on with the sigil.
Okay.
Mm. 15. Well, 16 including the bonus for the investigation.
What are you trying to figure out?
He said that we have to talk to the mayor or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a kind of thing that sounds like something grave and serious, or more of like routine, or is, like, did something happen while we were gone?
From the
I want
tone,
to get the vibe of like something's off.
from the tone of his voice, it sounds like you might get dressed down a bit.
Joke is on Mayor Sobo wearing loincloth.
We did just send a bunch of people their way.
Yeah, it was
Now
very
the
nice
town
of
can
us.
get- Now the town can get up to level 2.
Exactly. Now they can unlock civics.
Damn population tech tree.
I shall see you anon. And
All right.
Dogfish slowly walks back towards the towards the trail. He moves concerningly quietly. It's just something that you notice about Dogfish is that when he moves, you expect to hear the normal sound of footfalls, and it just never hits your ears.
Dogfish's ghost.
I know a person like that where that it's really creepy.
I tried doing the Squidward footstep sound effect with my mouth, but microphone doesn't pick it up, and I don't know how to
rip.
adjust that's what it does.
Huh?
I don't know why, but just like imagining that character, at least from that like figure, just walking away. And weird. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't hear it when I do it.
No worries.
Yeah, just that squish squat.
I'm imagining it, so if that helps.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Well, actually, she probably saw a clip with the sound effect.
Dogfish does look back and say, "Oh, you should check in with the girls. I'm looking forward to seeing you." You have the entire town available to you, and let's be perfectly honest here. You have several loose ends in this town right now, huh? There's a lot of...
We're gonna have to compile them real quick.
I do want to
Well-
keep the
well-
party together. That's my only request, is that that you kind of, don't split the party too much.
Oh, if we're near the
I don't-
edge of
I don't know.
town, why don't we go by Granny Biscuits first and ask? Because we were going to ask her questions, weren't we?
Mhm.
Like, we might need to trade her something, but like, fucking.
So...
Let's just give her the wish scroll. What's the worst thing that happen?
I was just going to say, as a neutral party in this, clearly, last time you guys had said that you should not let her know about the things, about the wish scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It-
What did you want to talk to Granny Biscuits about?
Soba wanted to ask her about the fog. See if like we could get more information out. Because if she was here before anyone else was. She was here before the town was. So if anyone's gonna know about the fog, probably her. We could also ask, and if she doesn't know what it does, maybe she knows if it would cure Imusultaz's
Affliction?
well, Draco herpes, for lack of a better term.
That makes it sound so much worse. I prefer Skirpies.
Prison.
Wow.
Drurpies.
Skirpies.
I can't think of a worse
Scaly
word than that.
Oh yeah. Do tell.
No, I can't. That's anyway. Anyways.
Because
Oh, my-
if
now
she
I'm-
tells us that the fog is like an artificial thing, right? Then that means we can turn it off. If it's naturally occurring, then that means we can probably just wish it away and it'd be fine. Like if it is artificial, that means someone put it there, which means it's there for a reason. If we figure out what that reason is and we solve that reason, we can turn it off. If it is just a quirk of nature, we can just wish it out of existence and probably be fine because there's no purpose to it.
Because nature is oftentimes unreliable.
Fuck nature. I'm gonna turn it into a strip mall.
Says the one. Says the one that's taming animals.
I
Making
know,
fun
right?
of them.
Okay, that is me saying that. That is not Soba saying that.
That's
Okay.
fair.
I am
That's
I
true.
am stridently against getting rid of the fog. It's the only thing keeping me safe.
Okay, but also it fucks over this town though, and also any other.
It's
Ah.
keeping me safe.
It also kicks
How do
down
you
the
know
door
it's
to
keeping you
count
safe?
the
Like, what if it freed you and it's like a one-time thing?
Well, I mean, it might be, but they'll still come after me, and they can do that easier if the fog's not there. If they actually have to physically travel here, they're much less likely to do that.
Well,
Okay.
to be fair, there's also new continent, lots of places to hide.
Yeah.
Until, you know.
Also, like I know this conversation is happening kind of out of character, but like I imagine if they show
You know
up.
what? You know what? Hold on. That doesn't have to be that way. Have the conversation in
Mm.
character.
Yeah.
Let's just do a
So-
quick pivot
Okay.
and
Yeah.
talk
So
about it in character.
Okay, so let's in character decide who do we want to go for first.
so Soba's is going to say to Oh, I keep forgetting the name because I keep wanting to call him Flicker. God damn it. Help. Help.
Cost.
Cost. She gets the cost is like, you travel with Soba. They come for your Soba. Put them in ground.
I mean, yeah, but they travel in. They have money, lots and lots of money.
Money cannot fight.
They can buy
I
mercenaries.
have several quotations of disagreeing with that.
You can
I
only you
also
can throw a
have
lot
to
if you
point
have.
out, Soba, that you came on this trip because you were paid, right?
She's gonna blink slowly. What?
You guys
It was
getting
not.
paid?
She was not.
You guys getting paid?
Yeah, Soba came on this adventure because she was just wandering and looking for a place to live.
As far as Cece knows, though, yes.
Yeah, Soba's like when you bring up this Soba was paid, like Soba will blink twice and be like, "What are you talking?"
Flicker,
I was under the interpretation that the group that sent us here was paying you as a mercenary.
No. Soba came here because was looking for a place to live.
I mean, I came here to get away from people after me, but also they're paying me.
Oh.
Also, if we're going to be specific about it, technically, if you have a lot of money, you can throw that money at someone. And if you throw enough, it will bury them. And
So
the
we're gonna
gold-
think for about so someone who's got no concept of economy because like it's all barter system with their tribe, and like basically pseudo communism. She's gonna think for about be like, Soba does like throwing heavy things.
Well,
I
in
can
any
vouch for
case,
this.
we should still probably ask around to figure out what the deal is with the fog in the first place, before we make such a decision, one way or another. Should we? The Granny Biscuit seems like the best first choice to go ask about.
Oh yeah, let's go talk to
Yeah,
Granny
just-
Biscuits.
Yeah, just to like establish, like just because like I don't want to get it confused. Yeah, Soba does want to get rid of the fog because she sees that it's a danger to people. Like she sees it like a like a mountain lion. Like she respects the mountain lion because it's like, you know, it's an animal, it's part of nature. But if it starts killing people, like, no, that thing gotta die.
At the same time, though, or in the same token, the fog isn't actually a danger to anyone.
Well, I mean, unless it's anybody
Not
who's
actively.
magically... Anybody that has a magical pre-existing condition... I know that's a weird way to say it.
No, it's
but,
not
like,
wrong, though.
I mean, yeah. Not
Anybody
wrong.
with a magical pre-existing condition, like, I have the fairy rickets. If at any point that this spell is diffused from me, I immediately die of a heart attack, or the fairies come and steal me to the unsealing court and
You got a
jury duty.
you got a magic pacemaker.
On that
And
note,
then
Magic
the
pit.
leprechauns come and steal me gold.
I mean, Cass is another great example of, like, if the magic stops, something might happen to them.
Yeah,
Like
see, you say that, I laugh, and then I'm standing next to you with my hand on your shoulder. I mean, kind of.
But like it also did technically kill you. You're just too stubborn to die.
A little bit. I got better.
Didn't you die? I got better.
The point is, I feel that it's a question of dosage, similar to poison becoming medicine. Removing the fog just because it's dangerous to some may not be a good thing because it may also be life-saving for others.
What if open channeling fog?
I mean, maybe if I knew enough, I could maybe devise a device that protects you and objects from the fog, so that the fog isn't fully dispersed. But
Soba just frowns because she does not understand the greater metaphysics. She just sees it as obstacle that almost kills people.
Well, that's an internal that's an internal description.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like Soba just got like this look on her face of just like, I do not understand.
Well, I like to think that Flicker would probably. This is the best way I can really describe it. Like, you know how a river is useful and it gives you fish and fresh water to drink?
Yes.
You can also drown in a river, or it can take you, or if it's fast enough, it can also kill you. But it exists. Doesn't mean we can't find a way around it.
So Soba will think for a moment. She'll like, fine, but Biscuits may also know. Wait, we shouldn't say may. Biscuits might know. Journal people.
So, you
It's
know,
possible.
when we went through the fog, I did kind of die, and I kind of didn't at the same time, because the person I was made for was dead, and I had to basically sink my hands into a mirror to not die or stop existing. I don't know if the fog is a good thing or a bad thing. It I don't know.
The thing is that we still don't know a lot about it, its origins, where it came from, and what its function is serving, as well as the kinds of effects it might be having outside of our own inconvenience. This does resonate with my own experience from when we came in as well. I was affected by it too. We could be opening up an entire can of worms that might complicate just how things work around here. For all we know, the nature of this fog might be the only reason why the Kenku are allowed to maintain their lichdom without them requiring as intense a sacrifice. It could be diluted or diffused in a way that allows them to function almost naturally.
Or it might be the only thing that keeps the Kenku from spreading across the entire world.
He puts up his hand at Soba in a very defensive gesture. Says, keyword being almost.
So, Soba folds her arms like, you know what Soba will suggest.
I know.
She'll just shake her head and be like, but old lady would know many things anyway. Purpose of fog, journal people, how to kill Kenku.
Yes.
Many things.
The thing I'm a little bit concerned, I mean, I agree with you. I do believe it's worth talking to her, but the thing that I have concern about is what will she do? If we ask her about some of these things, is this information going to be something that she decides that we're a liability?
That's not impossible.
For all we know, she might have been the one that wrote the journals and has ascended in this way. Or she's someone very invested in finding out what happened to them and might task us to trying to find them. Or she might not want us to find them and decides we need to be her next batch of cookies or something.
She's gonna just kind of like look at you and be like, why do you dislike old lady so much?
It's not that I dislike old lady. It's that old lady with ungodly amounts of powers usually results in all sorts of weirdness happening. And I need to cover my bases.
And they are usually Fae.
What if she's just a normal old lady?
A normal, super powerful old lady.
Slowly turns and side-eyes Cass.
Slowly turns and side-eyes what?
Cass is busting up laughing. He's like, I know, I'm just teasing.
Old lady is nice. Do not be mean to old lady.
I will say that that you do note this here. You would see this from the corner of your eye. Simply to note, though.
I need to make a visit to the expedition office. It's also at the edge of town, and the cart is over there, so when we make the trip, we could stop in at least.
Yeah, we can
If
go to
anyone
the...
wants to.
Yeah, we can go to the office first if like this is something we still need to figure out.
Small question to the DM.
Hello, I am the DM.
I just need to fill out some forms.
The place where you said I saw that sigil.
Yes.
Were they on crates, like trading crates, or like supplies, or
Yes.
what were they on again?
They were on crates that have been some of the. There's a whole bunch of crates that are moving off of the ship and to various places in town, and
Okay.
from the several of those crates, which are of course usually being carried either by two strong men or a Gripply with their signature gemstone encrusted hands, being distributed to various locations in town. Several of which are at Knife Point, which is where you are, which is why we would have seen it when you came in.
I nod to what CC said and says, while we're there, I wouldn't mind taking a look at the. I wouldn't mind taking a look at the cargo manifest of the most recent shipment. I'd like to see what's been coming into town. We haven't really gotten a chance to send out any missives or anything like that, so the fact that we're already getting supplies has me wanting to double check if everything's on the up and up.
Actually, as out of character, a quick question too. Is there a hill or something near the town, or like somewhere that's higher ground that's not far away?
Okay.
I mean,
It's
closest thing might be the rocks over here.
there are some hilly areas. Keep in mind though that going up here to the mini to the I guess you could call it a mini map to this region. It's there's foothills and such before you get to the mountains, but the part of the reason that the town is here is because it was mostly flat farming ground. So outside of climbing a tree, there isn't a whole lot of high ground, so to speak, until you get a little bit further north. Like right around here, there would be the foothills and some rolling land, but this area is more flat farming.
Man, it's a good thing Cece brought her tree climbing wheels.
I would.
It's more the spiders do the hard work for that.
I was gonna say I wouldn't even be surprised. No, I wouldn't even
She
flinch.
does we did it before when we ran in Mustotaz's cave. She uses the steel wire from her spiders to use her wheels like inverse pulleys.
Well, what
So
is it
she
that
can
you-
lift the pulley up.
What is it exactly that you wish to see from said hill?
So we're not like in a floodplain or something, for example. This is just like a relatively flat coastline.
Yes,
Unless we travel north.
the floodplains and swamps are to the south.
Okay, so is there like a ridge or something like around here?
No, just a gentle slope that eventually becomes too much for the for the water table.
Okay.
Nothing big and dramatic, unless you specifically need there to be.
No, like she doesn't need something big and dramatic, just like a hill that is higher ground.
I mean, you could go north of town and see a bit, but yeah, by and large, this is mostly nested in the forested area. Keep in mind that this is intended to be a couple days travel in any direction. Like this is not a small area. So, yes.
So the project in mind from Rodelax, like, offhanded comment is a little bit harder than she than she was first hoping for.
So where is the party headed? Expeditionary Office, Mayor, Granny Biscuits. Also,
we'll
you
go
have
to office first, and then we can swing by the cart, and then to Biscuits, and then move into the inner area. Would that work?
At the office again?
Hmm?
What do we need at the office?
I need to fill out some forms.
And I need to check the manifest.
Well, perhaps while we are handling our papers, the others can take a look at the vanishing cart.
That's an idea.
Vanishing cart.
Because I was.
So we'll go to the
cart.
office, then the vanishing cart, and then our next destination. Sound fair?
Yeah, that
RNG
sounds fair.
adventure. RNG adventures for buying. Trading. Vanishing card.
Vanishing cart.
Vanishing card.
I love you, vanishing cart. Where is the vanishing cart? I don't see it. My boy.
Down here.
It's over here. The vanishing cart changes locations whenever it spawns, and it is spawned in a much more traveled location, not far from Knife Point, and it is already half empty.
Oh no.
There of the 5 pedestals. There are 3 of them there. One holding a large rock, one holding a black ingot, and one holding what looks like an animal harness.
Flicker takes interest in the black ingot. Well, that's a awfully strange object. Awfully simple.
Soba's gonna take a look at the animal harness once you're done with the ingot.
Okay.
I will real quick say that Soba will also take an interest in the ingot, because it is emanating a dark energy.
Soba's going to glare at it and be like, "Oh."
Stop doing that, ingot.
Part of me thinks that like Flicker is just interested in it as like just the material. He doesn't even register the darkness. He's just like, what it like? Is there anything peculiar that Flicker does actually notice about the ingot?
Well, without being able to, truly pick it up or anything, as it is, pedestal will push you away if you attempt it. It is a dark color. It is the shape of an ingot. It's like that, like a brick, but more tapered on one side, and anybody with any magical property can feel that it's strong, but not in a good way.
Yeah, then I don't think I can feel it since I... Actually, do I have magical property? I mean, I don't think breathing fire, that's just biological.
No, you do not. However, you would note that the large rock is in fact a very strong lodestone. You and Cece would pick that up right away. Oh, Cece's going to the expeditionary office.
I need a reminder what a lodestone is.
Magnet.
Yeah, honestly, probably would if Soba's getting like bad vibes from that ingot. I would probably. Actually, does she tell me that he gets bad vibes from that?
Yeah.
I tell you that the ingot has like atrocious vibes.
So
Yeah.
Soba's going to just say ingot radiate. Wait, radiate too many syllables. Shit.
That sentence had too many syllables. Apologize.
Ingot feel like dark magic. Soba do not like.
Not enough people reference that stuff line.
It's feel good.
It's my favorite line. In any case, yeah, if that's the case, Flicker is going to err on the side of caution, and he's going to go for the rock. However, remind me, what do I need to give the vanishing card?
Something that is important to you personally.
My chat saying it's an ignot because that metal failed its own vibe check.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Jesus.
Bonus points. The only thing that I can think off the top of my head without spending too much time here is maybe one of my blueprints, since my blueprints mean a lot because I put a lot of thought into them.
Yeah, that would
Just
be
like
accepted.
All right, so he pulls out one of his blueprints. You know what? Let's have it be a little symbolic thing. So the blueprint for the food processing machine when you first came across Flicker.
Yeah.
And he gives it that and takes out the lodestone, and and I like to imagine like at the moment like when he brings it close to him, it immediately like boom, just it sticks onto his armor.
Oh yeah, totally. That's absolutely.
Did you say that it's a heavy one?
It is, yes. It is a large and heavy lodestone.
Then he immediately like falls down with it because he did not anticipate for some reason.
Like, did you mean to do that?
No. Soba, could you pry this away from me?
I should say when I say
So-
large, I should quantify that. It's about the size of your head.
Oh,
So Soba will grab it and she'll start pulling, but the entire time her eyes are locked onto the ingot as if she's expecting it to fucking try and bite her or something.
Understandable.
Are you also holding Flicker away from it, or are you just picking him up and shaking him about?
No, she's grabbed hold of it. She's grabbed hold of the thing, and she's just like literally like boot on his chest, arms on the lodestone, and just.
This would
Excellent, very
hurt.
funny.
It hurt if this was actually my chest.
Oh, probably.
Let's take a quick.
Well, what I mean is the fact that it's a testism.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick interim there to the expeditionary office. Hello there. Been some time? How have your travels been?
hello again. Things have been going well enough. There is a clear difficulty, though, that I'm seeing and feeling a little bit strange that it hasn't been tackled before now.
Yeah? What's that?
The lack of roads.
What do you
The
mean?
lack of infrastructural network.
mean, we have some roads and paths. The carts can get all the way out to the Gripply lands.
I have a proposal, if you wouldn't mind.
Mm-hmm. He looks at you a little suspiciously.
She rolls up to the counter and produces the blueprint that she's been working on since last night. I propose a locomotive that's capable of traveling without track and creating a wide enough path to lay track in the long term.
Look at one. What? Okay. He takes the blueprints and looks at it. He kind of looks through it, you know? He's doing his best, but
I'll be able to handle the construction myself. It'll be able to speed up our travels, as well as giving us a safe place to rest when we need to make camp. And in our wake, we'll be able to leave a trail that wagons can travel safely enough. And then in the long term, we'll be able to lay track or more permanent roadways.
What's this material here supposed to be?
Sorry, my chat murdered me with nanners just now. Thank you for the 100 bits, Jelly. I did not hear that at all.
What material is this part supposed to be?
Primarily, I'm going to need a great deal of steel, and I'm going to need some wood.
Well, we might have a new source for steel, but it'll probably be not here for another trip. Okay. I'll not promise anything, but I'll see what I can do to get you some materials. Alright?
That would be fantastic. The more that we're able, anything that we're able to requisition will be, usable in the long term for the town, so...
By the way, I hear the goblins of Europe. Rodolak, you went with them, right? With her, is that correct?
I believe so, yes.
By the way, I hear the goblins of Europe doing. Is that right?
Yes.
That's
In a
correct.
way.
So...
I apologize in advance for that one. The situation happened rather quickly. I would have sent a missive ahead of time, but you know, we are thousands of miles away.
Yeah. Dogfish came back and gave us some info about a couple days before anyone else did. But still, what the heck, man?
I will. I'm going to attempt a diplomacy roll.
Okay.
I'm sure that extra hands could make lighter work for the great deal of labor that always needs to be accomplished.
Yeah, you'll have to talk to them.
Look, the solution that we had here permitted us to be able to collaborate with extra labor, and also prevented us from having an adversary that we were going to have to start competing for resources with, as well as it allowed us to mitigate any kind of issues with the kobolds and the dragons to the north, who were being assailed by the goblins.
What now?
Yes, there was a bit of a...
Wait. Dragon? Kobolds?
We're still in the process of writing our debriefing notice.
Okay. Sorry, go on.
You'll have your paperwork, is what I'm saying. But
Meanwhile, in the background, we can hear Soba struggling to remove the lodestone from Flicker.
anyway,
She's more like she's struggling to do it without fucking breaking his arm.
The point of the matter is, while this did give you all a bit of... undoubtedly gave you a bit of a scare, ultimately this might work towards a long-term solution for maintaining peace and balance amongst at Knife Point as well as our outlying territories. May I make that diplomacy roll now?
Yes, absolutely.
Of course.
Oh my god.
That is a 17.
So, works, but not maybe the way that you intended it.
He might not be 100% satisfied with this.
Oh no, he's completely on a tangent now. What? There's a dragon around here? Where? Yeah, how? We need to get someone else to hunt.
She's actually the one that made the sword that Knife Point Market is built around.
He puts his hands up. Now, before you start getting concerned about it, we've had a conversation with them. I'm giving you an opportunity to be like, I'm sorry, what? Pulls out sword.
Come here. With
perception check. Is he in Dragon Slayer mode right now?
Oh yes. You don't even need to roll
Okay.
it. He is calculating the resources necessary to hunt a dragon.
All right, I'm going to discuss. I'm going to diplomatize further. Do I need to, or
yeah, by all means.
Now, before you get all Dragon Slayer mode in all of this, the dragons in this territory, as of our experience in our scouting, have been utterly benign and dealing with their own problems to the point where they're not going to be bothering us. If anything, we might actually be able to open up a trade route with them, considering that the kobolds that are going with them are pretty well knowledgeable and very amicable.
So there's goblins and kobolds out here.
Honestly, the kobolds were a little bit easier to deal with the goblins, and considering that the goblins are now working with us, maybe that might be something worth considering. All right, that was a 27 this time.
Okay.
He like very delicately puts his hand on his shoulder, like, "Ooh, Frau Bob, we are not in danger of dragons. I will give you a full report. The important thing is that you practice your breathing exercises, and we do not panic."
Yeah. Okay. I'm still gonna come up with a dozen contingency plans, but well,
That is, I would be insulted if you didn't. Just don't act on them, as of yet. Everything seems to be going fine so far.
all right. The moment the skies darken, though.
Sorry.
If something took the vanishing cart.
The moment the skies darken, I will be there with a luncheon prepared for the two of us, for you to sit down, look me square in the eye, and say, "I told you so."
All right. Okay. Fine. There's goblins, and apparently there's kobolds now, and there's dragons, and what the hell else is this place gonna offer us?
When you tell him about the immortal race of Lich Kenku?
In the debrief.
I thought they knew about those.
Well, they probably know that they Kenku exist, but not that they're liches.
Yes, they
They
know
know that they use necromancy, but they don't know that they're liches.
Mm-hmm.
So since it's been a hot minute, yes, that, except that the regular townspeople wouldn't know. The regular townspeople would know that there's Kenku and that the Gripply hate them without really knowing much more than that. Probably getting the impression from Gripply sources that they are kind of being hunted. And there was also an event with the mayor when you first met him. That the mayor may have been doing a little bit of appeasement as a treat.
Appeasement as a treat.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. That was a hot minute ago, wasn't it?
That's a fun way.
That it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun way to frame it.
But I
Tell
figured...
Neville Chamberlain to. I'm not there. Never mind.
But that is an occurrence of the moment. Yes. And so that is something that your characters would absolutely recall, was your first interaction with the Kenku was seeing a raven talking to the mayor before the mayor realized that you were there. A raven who had the same pendant that you now can identify.
Where did you get that? The pendant, like who's holding it? Right?
No. This is me reminding you of what happened in
Oh.
the second session of the entire game, because it's been a while. but these,
Sorry, it
these
has
plot
been a while.
these plot threads are still relevant, even more so now than before. See, that was kind of like, a throwaway. Oh, okay, there's a bird with a weird pendant. Now you can look back on that moment and be like, oh,
Right.
that's the intent.
Just the what is it? The Kill Bill music starts playing.
Yeah, the siren.
All right. Well,
All
listen.
right.
If the sky is darkened, then I'm going to already have a ballista made, and if you're not here for it, then more's the sorrow. All right.
I wouldn't
Granted,
miss
every
it for the
town
world.
needs a ballista.
Just while we are on this, and we had a verbal agreement, but is there the forms that I can fill out for the requisition for steel and wood and such that I need?
Yeah. Here, just put it in here. He hands you a journal,
Excellent.
and it's all it's not like a form or a specific thing. You can see the format of the previous requisition notes, but it's all handwritten.
And there is a clear moment as Cece is looking at this, and Rodalek can see as her brow slowly furrows and she looks at this book and just goes, I don't like this.
Fair though.
I now have another project.
Oh, good.
Make a better requisition.
Soba,
Yeah.
there is a small, looks like we made for a large dog, but shaped like as if it were something slightly more bipedal harness. That had caught your eye, as well as the ingot.
Did she manage to remove the stone first?
Yeah.
It is now. Oh wait, we still don't have a bag of holding. No wait, do we have one?
You do not.
Oh, we need a bag of holding.
So the Inga gives Soba the heebie-jeebies, so she's gonna look at the harness first. She's gonna pick it up and inspect it and see if she can figure out what its deal is. Because if it looks like a dog harness, but it's made for people. So it was first it's like, is nobody put a weird kink thing on the vanishing card, did they?
So you haven't really interacted with the vanishing cart since last time you weren't around it. When your hand touches the harness, you can feel it. You can feel the material, but it does not move with you. If you can't pick it up, there is something in the cart that stops you from doing any further investigation that would actually affect it. You can certainly investigate. You can certainly even touch it and feel it, and even probe it with some other senses, but you can't take it in any meaningful way until things are. And I presume that Cass or Flicker would tell you this, because
Yeah, pretty much.
So Soba's going to frown. She knows about you have to give up something that actually means something to you.
Mhm.
So she's gonna look at me like, cannot leave ingot here. Soba does not know what this is or who put it here, but this thing cannot stay in town. She's gonna go into her pack and she's going to look. And she's going to pull out a small banner. This banner is a little tattered, a little bit. It looks like it's made out of Arctic wolf fur, and it has a symbol of a skull with a staff and a sword crossed underneath it.
Okay.
And she's going to place it on the offering thing and go, this is last thing of Soba's clan.
Ooh.
Once it's gone, there's no record.
It is
Important.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this, Soba? You must have
Ingot is
something.
ingot is bad magic. It has to be complete.
The
This is all Soba has.
one sec here. Okay. I need to roll a die.
Okay. Like honestly, Soba would like harness, but like 'cause it looked cool.
both
But
of
ingot is more important.
the seals come down
She'll
for
reach
the
out
ingot and the harness.
She'll reach out and she'll try and see if she can take them both.
You can.
She takes the harness and she puts it in her bag to look at later. She takes the ingot and holds it in her hands as she's like kind of like looking down at it. She kind of turns it over, looking for any identifying marks.
There is no maker's mark that you can recognize, but there is some writing on it carved into it rather, that you cannot read, of course. But you have easy solutions for that.
Can I?
Oh, what?
Can I potentially read it? Is it infernal?
No, it is Kinkin.
Oh, okay.
It is thrumming with necromantic energy.
Yeah, so Soba, just being attuned to this sort of magic, just kind of winces, and she'll put it in her bag and be like, "We'll ask Fluffy One for translation later.
Oh boy.
For now," and she pulls out the harness. "What the hell is this?" Like immediate like mood change.
It
She's
appears
trying
to be
to
a
not
harness.
think about it.
I mean, I believe that's an animal harness. Something you
Why
put
is it?
around.
Why does it look like it's made for person?
Some animals you can like they can put their limbs through it.
Cass, can you give me Arcana if you would like?
Soba,
Okay.
Soba, I'll tell you when you're older.
Wait, you want me to make a roll or?
Yeah, you have Arcana, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You absolutely.
Oh Jesus. Okay, so that's a 19 because I've got a 0 modifier on Arcana.
It's still really good.
That's 16 plus 13. I'd say that's more than enough, even without
Yeah.
doing the math.
Okay. It has a spell built into it that is recall. The leash part of it can recall the harness to its location.
Wait.
Wait, say one more time.
Does
There's
that mean it can recall anything that is harnessed by it
Yes.
to the... Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So if you have the leash, you can recall whatever is harnessed by the harness to your location.
There is a name etched into the leather that is very old, but you can make out. And I don't have my notes about the name, but sorry to
Minecraft Steve.
sorry for not burying the lead on this one, but it is the name, one of the common names of the Griffin folk.
Of course you didn't bury the lead on the lead.
Pusa.
Exactly. I was thinking about making a Husa, but I decided that was too on the nose.
A little bit, like 'cause that means the like that family has shown up 3 times.
Yeah, no, I love them though. They're so good though.
I just like the idea that it's like, I just like the idea that it would have read Steve.
Yeah.
Like,
So Soba's going to look at this and be like, oh, Soba have ideas about this. So this would not fit on an animal. You said it's like shaped for a person or like a humanoid.
You could fit it on an animal without too much difficulty, but yes, it looks like it was made for, a small bipedal creature.
It looks like it was made for a Gripply.
It looks like it was made for something that is not yet what you would recognize quickly.
It looks like it was made for a gremlin.
Yeah, Soba will put it in her bag and be like, "This could be handy later." So
Do you think?
What? Lloyd's speaking is
Flicker just asked Soba real quick. Do you also believe you can carry around the lodestone? I can't carry it until we find a way to segment it off from me for obvious reasons.
I
Hang
don't
on,
carry
do I
anything
actually
that's
have-
metal. I don't mind.
Oh yeah, Soba will just kind of take it and she'll just like take out her sword and she'll just snap it on her sword and put it on her back.
Wait, repeat. What does she do?
So you said it's magnetic, right?
Oh,
So she just attaches it to her sword as like at the very ends. Now her sword's basically a big club.
I was gonna say congratulations. You have invented the golf club. Kind
Yeah,
of.
so it's basically because Soba doesn't want to put it in her bag because she doesn't know. She knows it sticks to metal, but she does not know how it works. So she doesn't want to put it in the bag with the fucking demon ingot.
I'm,
I imagine Rodalak and I are coming out by now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright.
So,
Mm.
did you have anything interesting on the cart?
Soba
Go
will reach into her bag and she'll pull out the ingot and be like, "Fluffy one, what does this say?"
Before we do that,
Mm-hmm.
may I do the thing that I wanted to do with the manifest thing?
Yeah.
At the end?
Right.
Yeah, because I don't want to forget about that one. All right.
I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm going to use my academia role for the sake of paperwork. And I'm going to be looking over the manifest, specifically anything involving the mystery of the sigils. So I'll get a +1 bonus on that.
Mm-hmm. And that's.
Sound good?
I'm sorry. What are you looking to investigate specifically?
What I'm looking to investigate is who's the one that ordered these things, who's the one that who approved the paperwork for them, and what each of the supplies contain.
You would need. There are several people who could answer that question for you, and very little ways that you could get that information simply with a dice roll. That's not really something that you can intuit without asking the captain for a manifest or asking talking to the mayor or something of that nature.
All right, so I'd have to talk to somebody to get a manifest.
Yeah, the quartermaster doesn't have that on hand right now, and that's simply not the kind of information you can intuit.
I think most likely if someone was going to have it, it would be the harbor master, right?
Yeah.
For a copy of the shipping manifest?
So I'll have to do that then later,
Hmm.
right?
If it wasn't going to be at the expedition office, it would probably be the harbor master that has it.
Yeah. Or should I be speaking to the person that was just talking to just now?
The quartermaster doesn't have any information yet. They're still unloading.
Is there a place that I can go to check for this thing, aside from talking to the mayor?
You could talk to the harbor master.
All right. Well, you said the harbor master isn't ready, right?
The harbor master would probably be down by the boat. Did I say he wasn't ready?
You did just say that
yeah.
they weren't ready to.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
doing things.
The quartermaster isn't. This guy.
The quartermaster of the expedition office?
Yeah, he's the one who's not ready. He's the one who doesn't have any of the information yet.
All right, so.
Hasn't made his way to his
would it be
office.
unreasonable for me to go and ask the harbor master before the scene with the vanishing cart, or do I have to wait, or should I wait?
You sort of went here coming in from town. I'd say going to the far side of the city would be a bit
Involved. Okay.
involved. Yeah.
I'll wait then. All right.
I can accompany you down to the harbor master when we're finished with our other visits.
All right. Okay, so you hand it to me, and I look over it, and I read. It says 8,000 SRM, River Whist Reserve 0804, Lot 10, row 76. Do you know what that might mean? I'm going to make an academic roll, or actually a society roll, to see if I can identify
So
what
the-
those
so
are in
just
reference
blink
to.
slowly. One eye and then the other.
All right, here we go. With my 11, I've got a 20. Would I be able to discern what that means? I'm assuming it's like for inventory purposes, right?
Yeah, exactly. This
What
is
does
some sort
SRM
of
stand for?
you do not know what SRM stands for. River Whist would be the reference. I might have the name wrong, but that would be reference to the major Kenku city. And everything else appears to be some sort of a filing system.
It appears to be some kind of filing system for an ingot. It must have been stamped, but it appears it was from the main Kenku city.
It is.
I don't know what 8,000 SRM means, though.
It is to you who is slightly more attuned to such things. It is almost painfully necromantic to touch with just a bare hands, bare paws.
It's necromantic as all get out, though.
So we'll take it back and she'll be like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
If I were guessing with SRM and this being related to the Kenku, I mean 8,000 and then an acronym would usually be a numeric indicator of quantities of like materials in metal, such as a 1095 steel.
Do you think that they might
So-
be using this ingot as a means of crafting their totems? Like the
Perhaps.
base ingredients for it?
So we'll take it back and put it in her bag and be like, well, it cannot be used now. Now it goes in Soba's bag.
Well, we're not planning on using it, more of just identifying what it's used for.
It's more of like while she has it, that's like something that they can't use.
Yeah,
You
no, I
know.
get you.
She's just gonna frown and be like, why was on vanishing cart? If
Well, there's a lot of things on the vanishing cart that seemed relevant at the time.
imagine if blacksmith had taken it and turned entire town into zombie or something.
I have a sneaking suspicion that the cart is designed to give what's needed at the time. I was given the journal right shortly before we started discovering all of the experiments with the Gripply, and I surmise that the cart felt that it was prudent for you to get your hands on that ingot, more so than anybody else. Consider the fact that nobody had gotten their hands on the ingot until you came into town. We were gone for quite a while, and something like that wouldn't have just been left there all to happenstance.
Vanishing.
Trust me, I know a thing or two about happenstance.
Nice.
She'll nod and she'll go,
The
Soba
vanishing
does
cart.
not like this, but accepts.
Quick reminder about the vanishing cart. It only appears once every fortnight, and yeah, and two of the pedestals have already. Oh my god, two of the pedestals have already been taken.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying two of the pedestals have already been taken.
Yeah.
In fact, I will actually take this opportunity. Hold on, let me see if this will explode everything. Perfect.
In my inventory, I've put it down as spooky ingot.
Hammerman.
Fine. Dang it. Yay, there we go.
There you go.
The blacksmith comes around the corner carrying a bag
Metal.
and mumbling to himself. He walks up. Oh, hey. Walks up, looks at the cart. Ah, man. And turns around and begins to walk away.
the entire time, Soba was holding her breath like she did not breathe a single time.
Hey, how'd you guys get that? I offered it so much.
Oh, it's
Soba will. Sorry, go ahead.
As he folds his arm, Rodolak folds his arms and gives like a knowing glance at Soba and says, "What can I say? Some things the cart values more than others."
Yeah. Well, at least I already got I got this thing. He's holding a gear. Well,
Does it look familiar?
yes. Well, I'll see what I can do with this. Let me know if you want me that forged into anything. I kind of want to take a look at it. Shrugs his shoulders,
Yes, well,
clearly disappointed, and begins and starts to walk back into the forge proper.
Flicker feels sad because man just wanted to experiment and shit, but Flicker understands why we couldn't give it to him.
Yeah. So, yeah. So Soba will just let out the breath she's holding and go. He does not know what he's dealing with. Something like this. Nothing good can come of forging it into something. It reminds me of the dread weapons of my tribe.
I'm assuming made out of bones and lost souls.
Are you thinking you might want to try and purify it?
Soba does not know. Is bad memory. Let us forget that let us forget its existence. Yes. I don't even know what Soba's accent is right now. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. My
Soba's accent is a moving target, and it's always good.
I believe the town also has a magical expert that we didn't get to visit with last time that may be able to tell us more about the metal.
Also, maybe the fog.
Perhaps the fog as well, of course.
Well, in any case, Flicker looks on over to the others. And how did your requisition thing go?
They don't have requisition forms, Flicker. They don't have forms.
That's irresponsible of them.
I just like the idea of just like, paperwork-centric Rodolak turning to you and being like, "What?"
It's just
I'm
a
kidding.
journal with chicken scratch in it.
Oh God.
Well, I mean,
It's so good though.
sometimes sometimes that works. As Flicker thinks to his own like chicken scratch journal entry.
There is a moment where like she recognizes that your thoughts in that moment, and her eyes narrow a little bit.
Oh no.
I'm building a printing press tonight.
Boy.
Might as well build a typewriter while you're at it.
All right.
Flicker would be the kind of character that has chicken scratch kind of writing.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Oh,
just
absolutely, yes. Like, all of his notes are just, like, in a thing that he can't even read.
Oh, he has to.
Meanwhile, Soba just draws pictures of things in her instead of writing.
Alright, Stova.
It's all pictograms. Yeah.
Like,
There you go.
Cece, on the other hand, even rules like a margin in all of her journal pages, so that she has space to add notes later.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Sova.
Yes, hello, it is me.
Would you like to give the party more information?
Yeah. So Soba will sigh and be like, this is not for making thing, or not in blacksmithing way. This it is storage for necromantic energy. My tribe used weapons that had similar properties. We use it to store excess necromantic power. Like she's trying to say the word battery, but like I don't think Soba knows what a battery is.
That's fair.
Would that not be a useful tool then for removing the magic from a necromantic idol?
She
That is a good
she thinks for a moment. She's like, in theory, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna say potentially. Potentially, yes, but the energy has to go somewhere afterwards.
Like in what sense? Like a channeling? Like you channel energy through it?
It has to. The energy just stays in the material. Like you have to get rid of it. Use it for something. Use it up.
I mean,
Or what?
do you
or
have
what
to
would
use it, or it'll just stay there?
It'll
Yeah.
just stay.
All right.
I mean, we could just toss it in the ocean.
Soba will hold it close and be like, and just go, no, this stays with Soba. This thing, like, I'm gonna just real quickly roll a funny check, roll a funny deception check. Hang on a moment.
That's a funny
I'm
number
gonna
to
hero
roll.
point that because that's funny.
Oh, I
That's
love
even
it.
worse. All right. So,
Oh yes.
yeah, so that's a 5.
Oh,
So
okay,
Soba
that's the
is not a
funniest
good
piece of
liar.
hero
Like you
point?
have never known Soba to lie, and it's very obvious she's not good at it. And you can see that she's very uncomfortable and does not want to say something. But what she does say is, this battery is no battery. This ingot is full. Throwing into ocean would be bad idea.
I'm going to
Lich
Arcana
fish.
check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Arcana check what Soba means by full. I think I've got an idea, but I'd like to roll anyway.
Sure.
May I?
Yeah, absolutely.
15, and with my Arcana, that is a 26.
It's a mana battery, except that it's a mana battery specifically attuned to necromantic energy. It's full. It is currently,
You have
at this moment, more
We gotta
full than
treat
you
it
would have
like
expected
two
that material to be able to get.
as I turn to Soba, Rodelac says, does your tribe have any rituals to diffuse or drain this kind of energy?
She'll say, 1, but would need shaman to do. No shaman around here. Once again, still very shifty.
Mm-hmm. As Rodelac crosses his arms and ponders for a moment before he says, how much of the ritual are you familiar with? Maybe one of us could probably help as the shaman. Or at least be a surrogate for it.
She stores the ingot and she's like, let us move on for now. It is not going anywhere. It is not hurting anyone right now. So long as it is with Soba, it will not hurt anyone. I promise.
Well, if you want us to try and see if we can do something about it, you've got us at your disposal.
On a slightly brighter subject, and also definitely not something that I've been distracted by this entire conversation, is that a lodestone?
Oh yeah, there's just a lodestone hanging off of Soba's sword. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I picked that one up, but for obvious reasons, I cannot carry it.
Soba will like grateful for the subject change. Soba will, like with the ingot in her bag, she'll draw her sword and just kind of peel the lodestone off and hold it out.
I like the idea that like she unconsciously like does it like right next to Flicker, and Flicker just like automatically levitates up to the stone, like ding. Not again.
No. I know I have some other projects on my plate, but that is something that could be very useful.
Precisely why I got it. Now if I can only touch it while I'm wearing the armor, that would be something.
What did you have in mind for it, Flicker?
I'm sure something will pop into my mind. That
We
which
could
is
just make a generator from it.
Which that was my code word for I need to look up the sort of things that magnets are used for, because magnets
We could make a
pretty
generator.
How do they work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
what
easy, but it's a
what
good
type
plan.
of-
We
What type
definitely
of-
have copper around if we just exchange some coinage for copper coinage with others around town.
what kind of generator? Like I'm not familiar with.
You could use the.
Well-
Actually, I'm gonna let Sprig explain it.
One of the easiest ways is 2 large copper dishes, rotated at the same time at the same speed, across a magnet, can generate a great deal of power.
Sprig?
No.
Hi. I'm gonna.
Hi.
I want to keep you in the realm of fantasy. Like I get it.
I am like in the mindset of like a gas lamp fantasy, basically.
Okay, I just.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what I'm
not
getting
aiming-
at.
I'm aiming for like the highest level of electricity being like powered lamps.
I'm going to soft veto anything more high tech than like a spark plug ignition sort of thing. If you
My intention is nothing more complicated than like simple circuit and like steam engine.
So, just as like the local fucking history idiot over here. What Sprig's talking about is a oh god, what's it called? It's called okay, I'm just gonna use the other word for it. It's called a Faraday disc generator, and they were first invented by Faraday in 1832, 31.
Yeah, and we're like
So,
and in general
And
we're
early
more like
19th century is like the tech level that I've imagined this setting at.
I mean, we have guns for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that's Black
Well,
Power.
mine's
Black
a small
guns have
can.
been around since like 600 AD, so it's.
Well, mine's a small cannon to be precise.
Wait, don't we have like flintlocks?
No, I mean,
I thought we-
The thing, the way Flicker's thing, if you look at his art, if you remember his art, it's literally a small cannon mounted to a glove that has
Yeah.
a fire gem at the back, and
Hmm.
he just has to like tap the gem,
It's
and
basically-
it like bursts
This is
fire.
why I
out.
use magic.
it's basically a
Yeah.
scaled down ship's cannon. is what
Yeah.
Flicker has.
Sorry, like I'm not arguing for or
But
against.
the-
By the way, I just wanted to
Right.
give the history
Yeah.
for
Oh, I
context.
know,
The
it's
earliest levels, of the tech that I'm talking about is like 16th century.
And that's around where keeping that general
Okay.
framework of. I just want to.
so
I know
like,
how crazy you can get, and I love that, but I just want to rein it in a little bit.
Yeah, even as a GM,
Yes.
I probably would have vetoed that because it's like you got to limit.
You're not
it
making a computer.
somehow.
I'm going to
like I
build.
said, I'm
We're
not.
going to
I'm
build a
not
nuclear
aiming to
generator.
make-
We're making
I'm
a
not
fusion
aiming to
generator.
make anything more advanced than like electric lights, maybe electric heat.
Can we make
Yeah.
Can we make a
I-
Tesla weapon?
Okay. I'm just gonna put this down. That tech level wise,
Hmm.
electricity being used to spark ignite oil lanterns is kind of, it would be where a good
Yeah,
place
like
to be
we
at.
don't have.
Yeah, okay.
We don't have the ability to make like light bulbs, for example.
Yeah, we don't
Right.
have tungsten.
I
So-
know, yeah.
I just want to throw that out there. Anyways, we can get back on track now.
I
Sorry.
mean, my only issue is like, what else can I use this for? Because it's like, because I didn't have that in mind. Because it's like the joke went before. Magnets, how do they work?
Yeah.
How can I?
Yeah.
Okay, this thing is attracted to metal.
Let's
I
keep moving
do
a
want
bit,
to.
though.
I do want
Sorry,
to
go ahead.
also point out, unless Sprig knows of a Faraday disc that's smaller, a Faraday disc is usually something that's like pretty big. Like they're not something you
Yeah.
can man portable.
Oh no, this is like a establishing town kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like
It's
God,
like a construct a lot of infrastructure, get a water mill functional, and then get the
Let's-
water
Yeah.
mill to turn it so that there's a source of
Yeah.
power for
Yeah.
like
We can
extremely
like, an
simple
entire building.
electronics.
circle back
Yeah.
to that between episodes, but let's return to the game at play.
In any case, lodestone magnets. How do they work? They attract flicker, apparently. More on that later, I guess. Flicker just got it because his tinker brain likes the look of it and what it does. What will he do with it? We'll see later, maybe. That's my point.
oh no,
Hmm?
Jade Flicker could do something worse.
Oh. Oh God, what did you just think of?
Mm-hmm.
So do lodestones work if they're split in half?
Yeah, you have two lodestones.
Yeah, Flicker could make a railgun.
Oh.
No, not really. Railguns require
Or at
Okay,
least a
yeah.
magnetically, or at
Not
least a
something
mag,
with-
railguns
or at least a
require
magnetically accelerated weapon.
electromagnetic. You need to be able to turn it on and pulse it with a couple of millisecond accuracy. That's entirely outside of the scope of the ability. of
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
We're like earliest days of electricity kind of thing.
Yeah. Anyways,
That's I
let's-
think you could do it though.
So where would you like to go next? You have Granny Biscuits, you have the docks, you have the mayor. You also now have a flag at the forge if you wanted to talk further to the blacksmith. There's the library. There's also the tavern. In addition to the adventurers hall, where there were people hanging out. There's the goblin camp. You have a lot of options, is what I'm saying. Also, you could buy more checking out the cartography stone.
I mean, Soba would like to go speak to Granny Biscuits.
Yeah, I
At the
say
very
we get
least,
that. I say we get that over with. I feel like it's gotta be an issue of conversation.
She is our best hope for answers, assuming she cooperates. She's cooperative.
Yeah, because the Fae are always cooperative. Anyways.
I mean, if you're nice, and if you look, Soba's going to try and follow the rules as best she can.
I'm guessing that Rodelac is kind of. What is Rodelac like right now?
Well, right now, Rodolac's still a little bit distracted from the
Mhm.
whole thing regarding that sigil, but
Yeah.
he's going to have to wait until he can actually investigate that. And right now, everybody else, we're working our way geographically towards that embedded thing for him to investigate.
So you're going to Granny Biscuits then?
Yeah, we're going to go to Granny Biscuits.
Okay. The house, as you remember it, is just far enough away that you cannot see it from anywhere inside the town proper, but as soon as you begin to walk outside the town limits, you can see it right away. Interestingly, though, the town has expanded slightly, and there are new buildings, there are new, pathways, and this, even though it seems to have been built out a little bit along the roadside, the relative location of Granny Biscuits is the same. That is to say, if you sit just outside of view from the town city proper, despite the city growing.
Oh god, the building is moving.
Should have informed me about this so I can place a couple extra houses in here.
Well, you stand in front of a house.
Yeah, Soba's gonna go up and knock on Granny Biscuit's door.
Just a minute, sweetie. after a few moments, Granny Biscuits comes to the door. Oh, hello! It's good to see you all again. Oh, it's been so long. Come in, come in, come in, come in.
Will happily walk inside, like no threat sensed. Just kindly, Grandma.
Is everybody else join?
Oh yeah, I come
Cece
right
will,
with because
Like,
yeah,
come
nope, I'm
in,
good.
but she's not very comfortable.
So, how have you been? Is everything going okay?
Soba's gonna like wince a little bit, like, could be better, could be worse. Soba had question. You are a very smart lady, yes?
I mean, I try, but no.
She's going to kind of like peer out the window, like at the coast, because I'm assuming like we can kind of just barely see the edge of the other side of town, because she's just, but it sounds still not super big. She's like, do you know about the fog, the anti-magic fog? What is
Just for the record, when you look out the window, you can see the coast very clearly. As in,
Oh.
you can see the coastline.
Like as if the town wasn't there?
As if she was on the coast.
Oh, that's fun.
Well, that's forgot that Schwarzenegger movie with the like window. It's the Mars movie.
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Yeah, she totally recalling her house.
I'm sorry, but what now?
How
dear?
the hell did I forget that? It's like
I'm
one of my favorites.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
worry, we can remember it for you wholesale.
I'm sorry. The what now, dear?
The anti-magic fog that we came through on our way here. You have been here a long time, and you know many things.
Well, I
Do you
have
know
been here a long time.
what it is?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're referring to. Anti-magic fog? She
I
looks.
sort of shimmer next to her and away. You know, the fog.
She looks out
Fuck,
the. She looks out the window, which is now facing the mountain with the fog rolling off of it. As she just sort of looks and glances around for any indication of what you're referring to.
So was gonna like just kind of like fumble for the words. She's gonna look to Cece because she knows Cece is smart.
Also, see, you are profoundly uncomfortable in here, by the way, Cece. There is something about.
Oh, yeah, extremely.
Okay, yeah, I just put a bit.
Yeah, she was the first time too.
Yeah.
The fog is present at the deep sea where we had to sail across to reach here.
Oh, the deep sea. Is it? The deep sea, then. She glances to and walks over to another window, which is currently now showing a beautiful view of the ocean. And she sort of shakes her head. No, I'm afraid that I don't go out that far terribly often. I'm a bit of a homebody these days, I'm afraid. But tell me about it, please.
It's a big wall of fog. It's around the ocean, and it dissipates all magical properties that are going through it.
Really? That sounds awful.
Yep.
It is inconvenient. It almost killed Flint.
Oh,
Bites the
dear.
gas.
Well, I don't like that business one bit. You should stay away from that. It sounds like bad news, if you ask me.
We wanted to get rid of it if it was bad. But if you do not know what it is, then...
Oh.
And she just kind of grumbles and folds her arms. Um... But
But here, here.
she'll then say, do you know about the Dekenku?
Oh yes, terrible business that. I would recommend just staying here. It's much nicer here. Although from the smell of it, you have not been staying around these parts lately. I gather. Oh, but that's quite alright. Here, have some cocoa.
I
new
can't.
thing
You're
that-
talking too softly. I'm
Sorry.
sorry. I can't hear you.
Have some cocoa. It's a new thing that just came out around here recently. Please try it.
I tried it. It's nice.
I think Cece really liked it.
No, I'm quite alright, thank you.
Soba, it will like just go for more. It'll be like, it is a little too sweet for my taste, but it is good. It is okay.
Oh, for soba, this one is cloyingly sweet.
I also
Yeah.
had some.
This is more like hot chocolate.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, she'll kind of probably like, it is sweeter than last one. Ah, oh well.
You may be familiar with chocolat from the old world. This is more what Granny Biscuits has specifically is more like modern hot chocolate.
Okay.
If I get that impression, Flicker is gonna ask, can he have some too?
Yeah, Soba will just hand him her cup because it's too sweet for her.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm very
Just
much
like
enjoying
my
mine.
own.
If somebody tried to take it, they'd pull back a stump.
So, real quick, who is in current possession of the ingot?
I am. Soba is.
And you're also in possession of that scroll, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Interesting. Okay.
So the
That's
scroll is
probably
in the handle of my sword. Remember, it's not in my bag. It's not in my bag.
They are not touching.
Exactly. Like honestly, fucking like Soba. If Soba didn't put the scroll in her sword, fucking she would have found another way to store it before she grabbed the fucking thing. But like luckily her sword handle is just wrapped around the tang inside.
So then,
What?
tell me about your travels. How far have you been away? Because it seems to me like you've been a long ways away. And you've been gone for so long. Nope.
Is this specifically for Soba or?
It's for the party.
Oh.
I don't think Soba has the vocabulary for this.
Do you want me to do it, or do you want?
Yeah,
I
you
feel
go for
like
it.
Yeah, I was considering it, but you might want to do
I
it.
have
yeah.
a thing that I think Cece is just, it's paranoid about this in particular. Soba, would you mind terribly if I took a moment to, just while my hands are free to keep me occupied, if I sharpen your sword for you?
Soba will be a little confused, but she'll hand the sword over to Cece, being very careful because it's heavy.
Yeah,
Like, this is a
just, lay
sword
it
made for
across.
lar-
She basically
Yeah.
just lays it across her armrests.
Yeah,
Roll me your
like your chair, like your chair just groans a little bit.
roll me your skill. The new one. Order.
Okay.
Oh no.
So rolling order. That is a 6.
Okay. Nothing then. No, don't worry about it. I'm sure it's nothing.
Sure.
So. All the way out to the hinterlands from the smell of it. Isn't that right?
That's correct.
It wasn't the most pleasant experience.
Oh, it rarely is. I told you should just stay in town. And stay out of a lot of trouble that way.
Well, yes, but we won't be able to get any answers that way.
Honestly, it wasn't that bad. Like, what? A few skeletons?
Hmm.
That's not that big a deal.
We've been able to meet with the Gripply as well as the Kobolds to the north,
Oh, good.
and we actually had a pretty reasonable rapport with the Kenku to get a better understanding of how things work around here.
Oh, it's so cute that you think that. She says with a very a very grandmotherly condescension.
Well, I didn't say we have a complete understanding, only better.
Hmm. I'm
Baby
sure.
steps,
I'm sure.
you know?
But of course. Well, how is Musteltas these days?
How do you know that we visited them?
He turns around and says, "I'm pretty sure that the incredibly powerful gentlewoman here could scry with considerable ease."
Wait, I'm sorry. Just a quick question,
Mhm.
because we just kind of mentioned her, so I forget about the details.
Oh,
Did we figure out that she is a powerful fae?
Yes,
I mean,
we did.
we've all come to that pretty easy.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I just had to make sure that we figured it out in character.
do you
wasn't
have
sure
any
if we-
empirical proof? No. Does everybody kind of know? Yes.
All right.
But that's the manner of Fae, right?
Hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I just had to be double sure.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing we wanted to ask her about was the people in the book. It's just Soba doesn't have the information, so
Hmm.
like I'm just bringing that up out of character, just as a
Yeah.
reminder of something we said we wanted to ask her.
You should do that.
I don't know, because if Soba just said, "Tell me about book people," like fucking, that's not gonna go very far, is it?
I mean, this is kind of Rodelac or CC's wheelhouse.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the tact on this one.
Oh, here. Let me give you a present to make it a little bit easier for you. And she hands you a little bundle of sweets each.
Ooh, thank you.
Thank you, Granny Biscuits.
Now, I'll tell you that those Kenku are up to no good, and I don't think you should go back out there. It's much safer in town. You could settle in here and just... You've already made a name for yourselves. What more do you need? Just take a deep breath and relax. Everything's gonna be okay.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry. You are very quiet.
Oh, sorry. So there's no good things coming out to come out from the Kenku area. Why don't you all just take a deep breath and relax and just stay here for a while? Everything's gonna be okay.
Why are you so adamant about us staying here?
It's safer, and I just am worried about your well-being. If you stay here, then it'll be nice and safe.
I'm a squire in training for a knight of the square table. I can handle myself.
Well, of course you can handle yourself, dearie. I don't doubt that. But I worry about you.
I feel like the take a deep breath and relax just prompts like a long string of nervous giggling from Cece.
Roll perception.
I'm going.
Just.
I'm going to roll perception.
Mm-hmm. I would like Cece to also roll perception as well, but both of you.
Okay.
Because I've got, when she said stay a while, like, it's safer here and all that stuff, and she's concerned for us. I've got.
Stay a while and listen.
I got a 19 because I
thought
have
the
a feeling
exact
this
same
has to
thing.
do with like
Yeah.
the mist.
I
and
got
the nature of this
a
place.
15.
So,
All right, I'm going to ask:
Mhm.
Is it concern for us, or concern that we're going to be getting involved in matters that she would rather us not interlope with?
she looks at you and smiles. I'm just worried about your safety, and I think that really everyone needs to be a little bit more safe and calm and at peace. That's all. Cece.
Mhm.
She hasn't looked at you yet.
Yeah, I feel like Cece is like most comfortable when she's not looking at her.
Yeah, but why is it? Because she is unconcerned about you, or because she hasn't noticed you?
Might be that she hasn't noticed.
I don't think it's either of those things.
Could also be the fact that she's holding the wish scroll.
Wait, what?
I mean, no.
The wish
you
scroll's
are.
in Soba's sword, remember?
Well,
Yeah, but she's been
what?
looking directly at me, but has not considered Cece
Oh, okay.
at all.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't.
You know,
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
gonna pull that
I got it mixed up. I'm sorry. It's really hard to hear. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna pull a that's odd in this situation.
Mhm.
Specifically around the whole thing of like, has Granny Biscuits acknowledged Cece at all during this whole conversation?
Perception.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 18.
Yeah, that's enough. Honestly, yeah. It's as if she can't see her.
I'm gonna keep that one in my back pocket at the moment.
Hmm.
I'm not like I don't. It's one of those kind of things. Like with most players, it'd be like, why can't you see this person? Answers now. No,
Yeah.
in this instance, like I would. She's been holding all of her cards close to her chest, and I would rather have one in my sleeve.
You're completely valid. I mean, it's this is a storytelling situation, right? It's all it always is. You know.
As she says, I want you to feel safe. You just see Cece looks at Rodelac, and Rodelac's eyes squint a little bit. He makes sure not to dart his eyes towards Cece. That being said,
Sorry,
as much as I appreciate your concern for us, Miss, if we were interested in being safe and experiencing peace all the time, we wouldn't have come here we wouldn't have come here as explorers. And that instinct is not going to go away anytime soon. At the very least, I know you would prefer us to stay tight, but if you truly are of concern for our safety, perhaps you would like us to be forewarned rather than stumbling off into the dark. Diplomacy check.
Roll it.
Come on. All right. What do we got here? That is a 26.
He lets out a long sigh. I can see there's no changing your mind. Well, at least promise me that you'll stay safe in whatever you do, okay?
Madam, the priority that we have here is that we leave this place in better condition than we found it.
You found it in worse condition than it was. I'm sorry. Here. Let me go make some more tea. I'll be back in just a moment.
As she goes off and does that, I'm going to make a perception check real quick. To see if she's got anything scrying within this room, to see if we actually have like a little bit of candidness.
Okay.
I doubt I'll get anything out of this.
Arcana.
It's worth trying. It's more okay. Arcana check. It's worth it's something that Rodelac would probably do, even though out of character I know I'm gonna get nothing. She's way stronger than my perception ability. Yeah, I got a 16.
You are short version is yeah. Long version is you've looked out her windows as well.
Okay. I'm going to give a glance at Cece, and I'm going to gesture. I'm going to flick one of my ears to make a silent indication. Okay, something's up, but I don't want to say it out loud right now.
Meanwhile, Flicker is just like putting his head through the window.
It works.
Yeah, but is it like a completely different location, or is it like?
Yep.
And then he like immediately goes out towards the door to check that.
The door leads back to the outskirts of Lonfell, but the window leads to, well, currently at the moment it's looking out over the mountain to the north, the Yingseltas Mountain.
We on the moon.
If you reach your head out the window and try to look at the house, your eyes slide away, and you are incapable of looking at it.
Wait. Repeat the last sentence, just so I heard you clearly.
If you reach your head out the window and try to look at the house itself, your eyes slide off of it, and you are unable to actually look at it. From the other side of the window, that is.
Oh, this is strange.
It does not exist in your peripheral vision, and you are incapable of looking at it.
That's an interesting property.
CC order, and Grandma Biscuits comes back in with some charcuterie, some ham, some cheeses, and some biscuits.
That is a 12.
We can hide you. We can hide us. We can hide it.
Sorry?
You hear a voice in the back of your head that goes, "We can hide it. We can hide you. We can hide us."
Only CC is hearing this, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
It's fucking horrifying. Holy shit.
The longer, the more that it's talking, the more that her face scrunches up, no, yeah.
I'm actually, I've had a question this whole time. It's ever since you mentioned that she seemingly can't see her. Can she see the chair?
Not at the present moment.
Now that's interesting.
I'm watching Cece. Is Cece or is something wrong?
She'll kind of shake her head just a little bit. Something is very clearly wrong.
Yeah, no,
I'm not even gonna roll a deception.
I have the look in my face is, you are lying to me.
I think even Flicker can see through this.
Yeah, she's just biting into her lip and trying to not call any extra attention.
Do you want to go outside?
Oh, so you're trying to hide yourself?
Amazing.
Just the most awkward stealth operation.
But Granny comes back, offering some a plate of cheeses, meats, and biscuits. So if you are going to go out there, make sure that you're prepared, okay?
Dragon Knight is always prepared.
Okay.
You know, you say that, but there has never been an instance during this entire campaign where you've been prepared for anything that's about to happen.
Yeah, you've kind of just been going, fuck it, we ball. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how he is prepared.
Yeah, totes.
I can never not be unprepared.
Yeah, you know what? He only needs the 2 things. He needs the fuck it and he needs the wee ball. Oh, he
So,
needs.
tell me, how is a
Really,
missile
the
class?
only thing that you need to be prepared is improv practice.
True.
I mean, yeah.
So tell me, how is a missile class doing?
Bad.
Oh,
But
Well,
you,
we're
you
working
knew
on
that.
it.
that poor dear.
We're working on it, though.
Oh,
I mean, yes, we're working on it, but
please tell me more.
oh, our friend developed a solution that will work to mitigate the problems, but it's just a physical solution, so it's not.
We believe it's a curse.
Yeah.
Oh,
A very unpleasant curse.
no, that is interesting. Well, I hope that she's feeling better. You know, she used to fly all over these skies. It was so beautiful. I miss it.
Well, hopefully she will do that soon again. We have a theory in the works that might help her out. Though we did leave her with some things that might help her and her kobolds not catch what she has.
Oh, I'm sure that she appreciated that.
She did seem to, yeah.
Well,
Have you ever consulted with her? To see if you could help her.
no, I'm afraid that I haven't. I'm familiar with her, of course, but I usually don't leave my house. It's been some time since I've left here.
So, should we bring her to you here?
I'm sure that would be lovely. You know, she made that big old that knife in the middle over there. It's true.
She told us that, yes.
Placed it herself. He did. Mm-hmm.
But
Must have
why?
been awkward. Must have
Why
been
did she
awkward.
put it there?
I'm sorry. What was that, dearie?
But why did she do it? Why? Why would you just leave big sword?
Oh, that was some sour business, but she laid it all to rest. I'm sure it's nothing anymore, though.
Maybe she just hated the ground.
Fuck.
Fuck this spot of the ground in particular.
With the amount that she was always to the skies, I could believe that. She never cared much for being around the ground.
How long has she been grounded?
Oh dear. I lose track of the seasons. I'm sorry. When you get to my age, these things sort of flow together. But I'd say it's been She gestures to her gray hair, which is not terribly thin, and says, "About as many years as the hairs on my head. Perhaps a few more."
All right, let's get to counting.
This is both the most enlightening and frustrating fucking conversation with an NPC I've ever fucking had.
I mean,
that's one of the things that like it's one of those things that like when it comes to crypticness, I completely agree with you on that. Like sometimes they just they do that whole thing of like, all right, where is the heart of the demon? Before you can know the answer to that, you must ask yourself, who is the one asking the question? You're like, fucking...
my rogue.
I'm asking the question.
how often is it?
The funny thing is,
Right,
in
but
Rogue
who is
Trader, you meet a character that is cryptic and kind of talks in rhyme. And the game just, if you're smart enough, it just gives you a logic solution that lets you say quite plainly
I mean,
what he meant.
how often does the player character party decide, you know what, we're going to actively, willingly, of our own choice, go talk to the ancient, powerful Fey lady? That's usually not the
We
party's.
decided to get no information, and we are committing to it.
Honestly, it's why I wanted to do her first, because just get it out of the way.
Fair. Well, here, since there's no stopping you, at least take something to keep you safe, okay?
Take what to keep us safe?
There.
Oh.
It's you understand that these are not physical objects, though you do not understand exactly how. Character-wise, yes, she handed you a bunch of coins that can be used for rerolls and boosts.
Neat.
Neat.
Also, our first payment.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god,
Thank
we
you,
got
Granny
money?
Biscuits.
Is this
No,
is this
no,
what
we
the
did not
money
get
is?
money. We did not get money.
Well, no, she technically did give us like a physical coin, if I understood it correctly.
Okay, go buy something.
Yeah, freaking pay with this reroll.
It may be difficult to spend, but I'm sure that it will come in handy when the time is right. These also persist between games, by the way.
Hell yeah.
What do you mean?
Make a note on your character sheet how many coins you have.
How many coins do I have?
How many did we each get?
It's right in front of you.
2 gold, 1 plat.
Oh, let me... Oh, right, okay, so 2 gold, 3 gold, 1 platinum.
Oh,
Let me
fuck
write
it.
that down.
I am sorry. I am blind as hell.
I'm tapped
These things
out
happen,
a little
don't worry
bit
about
while we're talking.
Also,
I've been collecting these quite a bit, haven't I?
Yeah. And
Like, ooh, fancy me.
Also, I
Here's-
wanted to say,
real quick, one more thing.
yeah.
From now on, you will continue to gain 1 platinum at the beginning of every session. From now on, any that you accrue will always maintain between sessions.
Ooh, pennies.
So that's
No.
sweet.
Okay.
Do we want to ask her about the gifts, or do we think that she's just not gonna say anything?
Right now, I feel like I am of the impression that Granny Biscuits knows that we are on the track to better understand what's going on, but is either afraid or unwilling to play her hand at the moment in case our discovery is contaminated by her guidance.
Hmm.
Basically, I don't think she's going to be ready to talk to us until we know enough.
Okay.
You have not met the threshold.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
still
that
kind of
there
wigging
are
a little
things
bit the
that-
fact that Jade brought up the fact that, like, hey, who has the ingot? And then, like, nothing came of that. I'm a little,
I
sure-
think that
I'm sure it's
we
nothing.
should be aware that Granny Biscuits has limitations also.
yeah. Like, well, at least now
Granny
we know
Biscuits
she has
is not-
limitations.
Well, I mean, I knew she was not omniscient before, but now we have a better scope of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, she can't perceive the fog, and she can't perceive. Oh, fuck.
Metal people?
Hang on.
Here,
Hang on a minute. Hang on a
Here we
minute.
go.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
What?
Hang on a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Go on.
We've held up! Go!
it's
Fucking.
fun time. No,
I
like,
gotta get the word in my
she's got to
brain.
work through
Okay,
this.
so
Give her a
the-
second.
Granny Biscuits cannot perceive the fog.
Mm-hmm,
I cannot perceive CC.
mm-hmm.
CC was visible to Granny Biscuits before she got the leg.
The infusion, yes.
If she can't perceive the fog either, so my thought here is this implies that she cannot perceive things with tibium in it.
implying
fog
that the fog
might
is
be
made
the
of it,
source of tibium,
or it might be a byproduct of it.
or a byproduct of it. Whichever one comes first. Either the fog is a result of the existence of tibium, or the fog creates tibium.
Or they might have something in common.
I'll be honest, I had
Yeah.
not considered that. Really excellent observation.
Yeah, that is actually a really good observation.
Yeah, like
Brilliant
fucking-
deduction.
I
And so
love.
puts on her fucking deer stalker. Fucking.
I
I
adore
didn't think about
your
it because
reaction.
because I thought of it purely as like, oh, tibium is like a hard material rather.
I'm just
than, like,
thinking. I'm just thinking of like Soba coming to this conclusion, Rodalak being like, brilliant deduction. And Soba goes, allows Soba to smoke from ceremonial pipe of deduction. This is bong.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's either a bong or a fat dart.
Fat blump.
Soba just completely misunderstands like Sherlock Holmes. They're putting a deer stalker on. It's like a fucking a deer skull cap instead of a pipe. It's a fucking bong.
Yeah. Hey, whatever.
Soba
Hey,
always smokes a bong before she goes stalking deer. Like that just tracks.
High school, my dear Wilson.
I
Oh, I love that.
I really wish we could have just had like the bong sound effect, bong heating up sound effect.
I don't own a bong, so fucking. I'm sorry, I failed.
No, it's just we all
God damn,
have
I
it.
can't-
But it would have just been
All the
so
noises that I'm
much-
trying to make right now are getting noise canceled. Sorry.
You can make one
Yeah.
out of an apple, a can of pop, or like literally anything.
I don't
Well,
have any of those. I have a bag of Cheetos, and that's all I
I
got.
assume you can purchase
You-
an
Yeah,
apple.
you could probably make one with a bag of Cheetos too.
Yeah, definitely that also.
It's amazing the amount of ways that you can make a makeshift bomb.
hey, YouTube, want to learn how to?
All right, kids, grab your trash. We're gonna learn how to make a bong today.
It's how-to time.
Add that to the list of things that I've taught people on this channel.
Well, we
and
didn't
then
teach
tomorrow-
the.
And tomorrow,
We
Just
alluded to the
mentioned
fact
that
that they
it's
can learn.
possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Look, I watched a video on YouTube the other day of someone turning what I hope was a fake human skull into a bong, but I think it's fine.
Right. So, anyways,
next time we'll teach you how to make a pipe bomb with
No!
No, we will not. No, we will not.
Moving on.
Okay.
I taught my chat how to make thermite ones.
I don't know why pipe bombs are such a meme,
No, I
but it's
didn't.
much funnier than a regular
Hmm?
bomb.
Oh
No,
no.
I didn't.
Oh no, Flicker
Oh, no,
got
I have.
muted. What happened?
Oh, you have. Okay, yeah.
No, I did back with the Sniper Elite. Anyways. Yes. Refocusing now. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there anything else I can help you, dearies, with?
I think you've been a great help.
Oh, my
Deception.
pleasure. Do you actually want to roll that?
No, I don't think. I need
Okay,
to roll
no,
that.
I don't-
He's just being very like, you've been a great help. As he like, he gives that like very he gives his best ingratiating smile.
Mhm.
Yes, this has been very illuminating.
I don't know why, but you adding deception just made it so much funny.
No, I
Fantastic.
appreciate that he's lying and I'm not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you. You have been moderately confusing.
Well, I hope you have a
That was in
wonderful day.
character.
And stay safe out there, okay?
Yes,
Mhm. We're going to step outside.
Mhm.
He takes a big deep breath as he looks over and says, "Did you notice that at no point she acknowledged your presence, Cece?"
Oh, we are outside now, right?
Yes, we are outside.
I did. Also, on another note, I'd rather not go back into that house ever again. I really don't like that house.
So just to have it in character.
Cece, you can
So-
go in there and she can't see you.
I still don't like that house.
Yeah.
Right, but
So,
you know.
Go ahead, Soba.
Yeah, Soba's gonna take her sword back, and then she's gonna like say like the tibium theory, like it's like, wait a minute, leg made of metal. Old lady could not see. Old lady also cannot see fog. Fog and
Rodlack's
leg are
eyes
made of
slowly
same
go
thing.
wide and turns over to them. It's like, you don't think that the...
But
I
how
did
could she?
piece that together around the time that we were discussing
Well, that's a
the
good
fog
theory.
on the ocean, and then promptly shut my mouth and avoided drawing any more attention to myself.
That is
Your
a good-
theory
that is
is
a-
that the fog is made of metal.
Or the fog,
It's-
well, Silva's got a limited vocabulary,
Yeah,
so
it's
like she's
as
gonna
he was going to
say
say,
that,
or the fog is a byproduct of the tibium.
but, yeah.
I
There's
see.
clearly a connection between the two. Of some sort.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I
I'll
apologize
be honest.
for...
I wasn't conscious for most of the going through the fog thing. So, like, if you say it was made of metal, I'm down.
Okay, sorry, go ahead, Cece. What were you saying?
I apologize for taking your sword, by the way, Soba. I just... I don't know if anyone else speaks Sylvan, but I think for a moment Cece is just going to slip into Sylvan and then, like, repeat the old adage of never take food from a fae.
Meanwhile, the Flicker is just like tossing those candies she gave him
Oh
I
my
don't know.
god.
Into his mouth. But-
Maybe it was over presumptuous of me, but I am very anxious at the idea that, given Fae rules and behavior, accepting her hospitality means that we technically owe her a favor. I've deliberately avoided any such for that reason, but if she had been to ask for the scroll, for example, we may not have been able to say no. So, my thought was that given that I personally had not accepted any such hospitality yet, I might be the only individual in the room who could say no.
I want to say that Flicker doesn't know enough about Faes. He might have dealt with a couple, but he himself does not have that extensive of a knowledge of how Faes work.
Yeah.
So he pretty much... Because me as a
My
player...
knowledge is almost entirely book learning, so I might be entirely off base, but...
Well, no, I think you have a better chance of your character knowing that than Flicker does, because, well, Flicker
I'm
is
still
also...
in character, by the way.
Oh,
Sorry, I can't do a voice, so I can't...
okay, yeah, because, yeah, that has to be... You have to make that clear. I cannot tell unless based... I can only base it off of the dialogue. Well, I don't know much... So yeah, as she's like saying that, I guess like Flicker mid like he does like, if you've seen like the thing from the bread short from TF2 where he learns that the bread has tumors but he still keeps on eating it. That's pretty much what Flicker just did. He stops for a like smidge second and as he like considers and he realizes he's already in deep into it, so he might as well finish them. But then he also says, but if she couldn't see you, how did she... I don't think she even noticed the chair. Your chair, specifically. That's not made out of TBM.
But it is also non-magical. I don't have any magic of anything on my person.
I think for Ms. Biscuits, as it may be, that the chair is a part of her. It is how she gets around. It is functionally an extension of her body.
I suppose that makes sense. Magic is weird like that.
Yes, it is.
Or it may just be similar to ambient light, in that she just sees magic and how it radiates off of objects producing magic and reflects off of nearby objects.
It is
possibly.
It is a little bit late. Oh wait. Oh, it is a little bit later in the day than it seems like it ought to be, but you may. Yes. What else would you like to do? Also, we are at the time o'clock mark. I know some people have time thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to mention that, but I think we can probably get another scene in.
Some people have been up since 6 a.m. and probably want to go to sleep.
Understandable.
I want to say one of the more joyous characters. Does anybody want to go visit Mr. Robot Man at the library?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a high note for most of us here.
I think someone has a pressing concern, though.
Oh
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah. Oh,
Wait.
Yeah.
I need flags that say what the quest marks are. I cannot. I need my quest log. This is usually I only have to deal with like 2, maybe 3 small, easy to remember side quests or whatever.
I'm coming up on the time where I gotta bounce. Like, man, fucking 10 minutes went by real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is a reasonable stopping point. There's nothing going on at the moment that we can't just come back to.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm just saying.
I was really expecting the first thing that I opened up with to be 90% of the session. But I guess we're gonna handle that next time. Sorry, Megas.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, what's going on?
I was just saying that I really expected the thing that I opened up with that sigil to be like the thing we spent the whole time on. But
I know, and you're like, oh no, it's over there. We'll deal with it soon, and like we never got to deal with it. It shows what I know for picking my lane.
To the Dogmaster at the far end of town.
Yeah, you keep saying, well, it's all the way over there. Are you really gonna derail the story?
All right, but hey, at least we know things, and we
Yes.
know that the hag is in on it.
Yeah.
I
well,
mean,
at the very
listen, the way my brain works is like I do everything based on like what I can get to first in that order. So
Yeah,
that
but
I
it's-
don't
it's
have
also-
to rush.
It's also that, like, I failed my will check, so this is not something that I think Rodolak really wants to address right away.
Yeah.
Since the implications of what's being presented there are deeply unsettling to him, and I can't really reveal that to the party just yet.
Mhm. Yeah. Honestly, I could totally see Rodolak just be like, sweeping this under the rug. This is a later problem.
Hey, let's let future Rodolak deal with it.
Just procrastinating it.
This is a problem for future me.
Except that it really is.
Jade, are we? I gotta bounce, but like, did you say that we're gonna be leveling up, or is that
Yes.
like? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be level 6.
Everyone may immediately take the level for next session. Feedback on the session. I know everyone's like, yeah, stuff. Hi. Anyway, sorry. Yes, feedback. I wanted this to go with more stuff, but at the same time, I don't think any component of this could have gone faster, and I don't think any of it would have been narratively satisfying if it was, 5 minutes at the Tinker's Cart, right? At the finishing cart.
Literally every single one of these people that we're gonna have to talk to, it's not just gonna be like 2, maybe 3 lines of dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is gonna be we're essentially going back, handing in quests, quote unquote, and talking and getting more info.
And
this is not gonna be. We're not gonna finish this town for 2 sessions, I suspect.
How do you feel about that is my question. Because I want the town to feel like a big living thing with an actual connection to several of the people in it, like to dozens of the people in it, rather than just a quest hub. I want it to feel like this is a big piece of home and where
Oh,
you're
I love
familiar
it. I love any. I mean, I
Yeah.
play CRPGs, man. Like, I love any game that like has characters that I can go back to, or like a
Mhm.
central like place that either evolves or something changes as you go on,
Yeah.
etc. Like,
it's it's the town's honestly really well done, and I do think that like it you could have like entire quests and shit that just happen entirely within this town, and it would still feel like good. You know what I mean?
And like you guys came up with a lot of this town, like the idea of the blacksmith being, you know, one of the ancient buildings. I don't even who came up with the vanishing cart.
I believe that.
I
I
think
think
that
that-
was Megas, yeah?
Yeah, that was me.
Because like
Yeah.
so many of the things that this town is like at this point in narratively is basically iconic for are entirely because of your machinations, and I love that. I love that for all of us.
Yeah.
it's also why I wanted to bring it more to life, so that it's like a little bit more than just symbols, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I-
plus I also just like making maps, and if this is gonna be a place we're gonna return to, it was unacceptable for it to be that simple.
Yeah.
yeah.
You head out, Silva? Liv?
I had something I wanted to say, but it
Oh,
kind of
please,
got
please.
subsumed. It's fine. I'm gonna bounce. Everyone, it was a lot of fun. I hope we can do this next week and no one has anything happen.
2
It
weeks,
is
yes.
always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll talk to you guys
Mhm.
later. Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
See you.
Ah.
I'm gonna do my level up while I'm here, so I don't forget about it.
And I'll stay live and
Because
while we're
fortunately and unfortunately, I have. Oh boy. So, you know how like everybody gets like certain abilities and stuff like that, where it's pretty clear cut of how you level up.
Mhm.
For me, I gained 2 feats and a skill increase,
Oh boy.
so I'm gonna have to figure out all that stuff.
What do I gain? Check.
Oh, my strategic strike is now 2d6.
Does anybody else have any thing to say about the game before I finish stream, or because I'm totally cool with just hanging out for a while.
Let me think about it. I wanted to say something.
Mhm.
I also just I also just like making maps like this.
Mhm. I would. I am curious if you are interested in making a couple dungeons for me, because that's going to be very relevant in the near future, most likely.
Oh yeah, my only problem with my only problem with dungeons in this is how obnoxious it is to like put together the walls and everything. But yeah, no, I don't mind like doing stuff like that, because it's like I enjoy making dungeons. I enjoy making towns. Like, I have a weird fascination with making maps.
Yeah.
But but as per usual, I do need a goal to focus myself on.
I'm going to wrap my stream here and just say thank you everyone who's watching, who's been enjoying this. This game is a delight.
Thank
and
you,
I love it.
everybody.
Good night, friends.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Night.